Hey, what's going on, chat? Hope you're all having a good Friday so far. Um, Today I don't have any real big plans for the stream. Does someone have a link to the what do I want to look at? Does someone have a link to the PTCG live forums? I'm gonna be talking about some of that today. Need permission, let me know. I went up to the mountains and bought chicken wing soda. Chicken wing soda. Was it any good? Doesn't sound very good. Appreciate it, Rect. Wait, how are you allowed to post links? All right. Dude, I haven't been on like a forums in like so long. PokemonTCG live bugs and feedback. Crazy. Do forums like still exist? Like, yeah, are forums still a thing? News and announcements. Where did they make the post? Hold up. Where did they make the post that I just saw on Twitter where they were like, is there a list of what cards I should get from Pal? Yeah, it's on my Twitter. Maybe I should have pinned that tweet. Yeah, it's on my Twitter. Only. General Pokemon TCG live discussion. Oh. Why isn't that under like news and announcements? I feel like that should be under news and announcements. That's fine. Hold on, let me find this other thing real fast. How's your days been, chat? What have y'all been up to? J-Car was up in the mountains getting chicken wing soda. Halo? No, no shot. I would have to add them from the menu. You can go to form. Well, no, the forms are on community.pokemon.com. Apparently, I found the forms. Yeah. So one thing I'm gonna do, I said this before on stream, but CGC graded a bunch of my trophy cards for me, and they graded my OCIC deck. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm on the CGC team. And they offered to grade a bunch of a bunch of my trophy cards, and they also offered to grade my whole OCIC deck. So we're taking a look at that today. I actually just recently bought like a case for it or a storage box, whatever. So I need to put it away. I'm gonna go through it. I actually haven't looked at all the cards and like looked at the grades. I doubt there's like anything that's like a 10, obviously, because I played with that deck for like a ton of tournaments in a row, but I haven't really fully gone through it, and I need to put it away as well. But you just have 2 4 seal stones just like that. How much does a 4 seal stone cost? Wait, there was no 4 seal stones in my list. There was a sky seal stone. 10? Wait, actually 4 seal stones cost $10? How did I end up with... Wait, actually? Bought 2 the other day, hated it. Why is that a... I guess that makes sense. It's like a hollow card, right? And it's like a highly played hollow card. Okay, yeah, makes sense. A hollow only card, too. Got off a 10.5-hour shift, no breaks, so I got 2 pizzas, and I plan to be fat while watching this stream. What kind of pizzas did you get, Big? It also didn't come in the reverse slot? Yeah, so that's actually a pretty hard hit, then. I don't even, like, keep up with, like, the price of cards anymore, like, at all. 5 meat? Bro, the meat lovers? Bro, that one, I used to be a big fan of meat lovers pizza, but it's just too much for me nowadays. Also, I feel like my taste palette has definitely evolved. I'm a huge fan of, like, pizzas that have a little bit more variety. I used to be a big meat lover pizza fan, but now the go-to is pineapple and jalapenos with some kind of meat. Went to a sports car store and got like 4 seal / sky seal for $10. That's a deal right there. As an Italian, you're offended by what? Meat lovers? Or I mean, pizza. American pizza isn't really like. Shouldn't all Italians just be offended naturally by pizza? Pepperoni plus banana pepper is top notch. I feel like banana peppers are just bad jalapenos, to be honest. Like, if you want spicy, then you should always go with jalapenos over banana peppers. I feel like it's just optimal. Pineapple on pizza, Gordon Ramsay coming for you. Dude, pineapple, jalapenos, and bacon it's so good. There used to be this really dope pizza place in I forget what it was called. They made a really good pizza though with those toppings in Indiana. Pineapple, bacon, jalapeno, and sausage sounds good AF. I don't know if I would add sausage to it. You could add like any other meat to it, to be honest. Maybe stuffed crust. Yo, you're going overboard now. Nana peppers isn't for spice. Or what is nana peppers? What are nana peppers for? Habanero better than jalapeno? That's possible. I've never had habanero on a pizza before, though. Habaneros are spicier than jalapeno. I don't think I'd want it. It's flavor. The flavor of them? Yeah, but the flavor of them is just... But it does add some level of spice, though. It is spicy. Not spicy. But I feel like jalapenos are just a better spicy. Like, just neutrally almost on everything. Jalapenos are better than... Well, except for on sandwiches, but that's where banana peppers are better. Did any of your OCI cards get a 10? No. I'm almost positive none of them did. I haven't looked at all of them, but I'm pretty sure not. If a newer Pokemon card game told you to quit Pokemon... If a newer card game told you to quit Pokemon to only advertise their card game and go to their tournaments and gave you 100 million, would you? Yeah, of course. What the heck? Pizza order tier list? I mean, number 1 is pizza. Would it just be like different pizzas? You know what jalapenos are best in? Chili? I don't put any jalapenos in my chili. Yeah, Kick's gonna pay me 100 million to stream Lorcana over on Kick. $100 million. What about 100K? Probably not. Probably not for 100K. It depends like what the potential of the longevity of content making in the game would be, but 100K is probably not enough. For 100K, I would probably like do a non-exclusive deal potentially to like stream a new game and play a new game. But I wouldn't do like an exclusive. I wouldn't do any kind of like exclusive deal for sure. Definitely not. Have the super hot stuff. All your sauces are ghost pepper and Carolina Reaper ones, bro. That stuff's too much for me. Yeah, that stuff's way too much for me. I like spicy sometimes, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. The freaking what did I do? What was the challenge that I did that one time? The gummy bear challenge? Oh my gosh, bro. The one what was it called? The 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 super hot gummy bear. It literally killed me, man. I was like throwing up and stuff. It was like the most pain I've probably ever been in was that. Gutted me, man. One chip? No, I didn't do the one chip. I also did death nut challenge where it's like some super spicy nuts. And at first I was fine. I did that one at Full Grip Games when I went for one of the 5K, 1K things. Was it immediate or did you throw up over hours? I threw up. Well, I was knocked out for a little while. And then I eventually threw up. And I just sat in the shower for a while. I just sat there in the shower for a while. And I don't even remember what I did after that. I was knocked out for the rest of the day. I streamed it too when I ate it. But the stream didn't last very long. I had to have Lorelai like take over when I started feeling bad, and then I just had her shut off the stream eventually. It was bad. I don't remember exactly what the rest of the day was like, but I definitely threw up. You did the death knot but couldn't go past the fourth? I did the whole thing, but then later on I was checked. I couldn't I was just laid in the bed for the rest of the day. Like I was checked. Where's the clip? I don't know. It might be in the Discord somewhere. You might be able to find it. I don't know where the clip is. Yeah, I was knocked out the rest of the day after the Death Nut challenge and then the bear challenge as well. Stomach pain or nausea from the nuts? Both. It was just bad. I just felt terrible. Yo, appreciate the 38 months there. Doom. In other news, the Dunsparce is still a Pokemon. Still a Pokemon. Gummy bear or Death Knot worse? I mean, the gummy bear experience was worse. Yeah. The gummy bear experience was definitely worse. Oh, is my bot just not in the chat right now? I think we just don't have the bot here. How do I fix that? All right. Let's try this again. What the heck? The boss off duty? Or is that command not... Does that command not work? Yeah, someone put a different command in chat. I think none of my commands are working right now. What is another command? I literally I can't remember a single command. What is a command? Oh wait, that happened. Dude. No, the bot's broken. I need to fix the bot real fast. How do I do that? I need to like have it leave the chat and then like re-enter the chat, I think. All right, someone put a command in chat now. Let's see if it works. Or a command that we just tried. Try this. I got it. Dude, what the heck? That's always so annoying. I post links. I am a... My bot's just broken. What was the other one I tried? Dude, why is this bot such a bot? The bot is currently not in your chat. Oh wait, join. Fail to join. Oh, my bot. Oh, that's just broken. Oh wait. No. Dude, now this bot's pissing me off. So it's just like my custom commands aren't working. Oh wait, it worked now, right? Okay. Oh, all of them are coming in super late now. Is he just like is the bot just delayed? Looks like it works. I don't know. But it's like delayed. Yeah, it's like super delayed. So it works, but there's just a massive delay for some reason. It's probably just on Stream Elements and nothing I can do about it. Stupid bot. It'll probably be fixed by tomorrow. Yeah, that's fine. Now it's just gonna be a bunch of bot spam. Yeah, it's just delayed. Stupid bot. It'll be fixed tomorrow. What were we talking about? I thought we were talking about something. Why don't you ever have a message on your board behind you? I'm just too late. I need to just do it. Just been too lazy. What happens if you clone then pick up your Pokemon? I don't know. Oh, you're talking about with the bug? You appreciate 24 months there. Dream? I'm trying to get a Rat Pack V-Star marker and an uncommon energy dice. We don't have any more dice for the rest of the season, probably. So, yeah, we don't have any more dice, but I could I might bring I still have some Rat Pack markers, V-Star markers. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet though. I might bring them to like some of the upcoming events. Like I might bring some to Worlds. We'll see. Appreciate that, Inert. All right, let's take a look at these grades that I got. Let's go through my complete deck. Hang on, let me get the I got this. I got this off Etsy. Oh, we can do this first. This is the case I got. This is the case I got off Etsy, and it holds exactly 64 cards. But the reason I like this case, 'cause I looked at a bunch of them. Well, one thing that's cool about it is it holds 64 cards, which is basically a 60 card deck. But that also has like a lot of them. When I looked at a lot of the cases, a lot of them don't have like individual card slots. Thought you're gonna bring me one at NAIC. I'll bring you one at NAIC, Dream. Just you though. A lot of them don't have like individual card slots, which I didn't like, but this one has. This one has like individual card slots for like every single card, which I like. I didn't like the ones where it's just like it's like a case, but it doesn't have the individual card slots. Sheesh, this is so much, but this is like a really big up here on my desk. Sheesh, there we go. Oh, way. Bro, every time I sat next to you at regionals, I seem to lose. I'm sitting on the opposite side from you from now on. That's fine with me. I'm still gonna get the dub. All right, let's take a look at them. So I haven't looked at And I also want to like organize it when I put it in my case here. I haven't looked at all of them. I doubt there's anything close to a 10 here, but we'll see. We'll see if there's anything even remotely close to a 10 here. And I am going to organize it too as we go through them. I'm going to do like Pokemon energy items. Pokemon energy items, stadiums, tool cards, supporters. This might be the highest we got. This is 7.5. That's the highest we've seen so far. If your Ultra Ball that never got played didn't get a 9, I doubt anything in the deck did. The Ultra Ball did not get a 9. We opened that already. Got 6.5 on the capture energy. Heavy Ball. 7 on the escape rope. We also like check we could check the highest grade of each like type of card and see if like there's a. I wonder if like some cards got. Well, some of the cards I played with more than others throughout the existence of the cards being in my collection. Some of them I played with less. Dude, we played 2 choice votes? No, that makes sense, yeah. Oh, you're saying that? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying now. The Ultra Ball should be the highest grade. My Manaphy got an 8. That's pretty good. But it's probably one of my least used. Is it one of my least used Pokemon? That's actually not true. It is one of my most used Pokemon. I take that back. Yeah, the Manaphy is still one of the most used Pokemon. So that makes sense. Oh, we got an 8 on one of the Comfies. My Sky Seal Stone got a 6. What else we got here? First Chorus got a 7. I think it's the first Chorus. I don't think I missed one in there. 4.5 on the Switch cart. I wonder what the lowest grade is as well. We should. So I saw 4.5 the lowest so far. I think it is. Ooh, another 8. Oh, yo, my Comfies are 8s, bro. What? These things get used more than like anything. I'm always like freaking. Maybe because I have 4 of them. Oh, this Comfy got a 6. I actually, you know what? I did switch out my Comfies now and then because some of them did get damaged. I had a 7 and a 6.5 on the other 2 Chorus. 5.5, 5.5, an 8 on a Cram. Crams are also used a lot. Well, actually, no. One of the Crams always ends up in the Lost Zone. Usually. 5.5 on the Drapion. I actually didn't even know they were going to grade everything. I thought they were just going to encapsulate it, like put a case on it. But I didn't know they were actually going to grade every single card. But they actually ended up grading every single card, which is pretty cool, actually. This is probably the only... Definitely probably the only major championship deck that's been fully graded, but this might be the only fully graded Pokemon deck. Well, I bet someone out there has fully graded their Pokemon deck before, right? I can't be the only person who has something like this. I'm definitely the only one with a championship fully graded deck. Oops. I just dropped my championship card off my desk. Porter. Item. Did I only play one Stadium? I thought I played... No, I did only play one, right? And then I got a... This is actually the highest grade, yeah. 8.5. That's kind of sad. This is only a 0.5 higher than cards that I played at, like, multiple major tournaments. What's the value on grading 60 cards with them? I have no clue. It's only got a 0.5 higher than cards that I shuffled at multiple tournaments. Or is that like that hard to get like that upgrade? Man, this must have been not in that good of quality. If that's the only managed to get plus a 0.5. Dude, only a 0.5. How many we played 3 capture energy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Played 12 energy total. Wait, really? 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 12. Is there a pedigree on the back? Yeah, it says AzulGG OCIC 2023 first place deck. Yeah. You going for a full playset of champion stamped Ultra Balls? I mean, not like in particular. Alright, but there's no way we played more than 3 Psychic Energy. I actually don't even remember like the full 60. But there's no way we played more than 3 Psychic. Is your IC champion deck getting graded? This is my IC championship deck. You mean my NAIC one? No. Both my Lightnings got 7s. And then for the Waters, what do we get? 5.5, a 7, 6.5, 6, and a 5.5. I'm like putting them in the case, highest grade to lowest grade. Yeah, I do like this case. I like the individual. Okay, so we did energy. So I guess we should do Pokemon next. Energy. Now we'll do Pokemon last. We'll do supporters next. 6.5 on the boss and the bird keep. And then for the Colress, we got 7, 7, 6.5, 6.5. Yeah, I think 4.5 might be the lowest grade actually I got. I haven't seen anything lower than a 4.5. Stadium 8. Dude, like this, like I played this stadium in multiple decks. And it got only 0.5 less than this. Wait. Yeah. 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 All right, tool cards. 6, 6, 7, 6. My poor Sky Sealstone. Wait, I want to go 7, 6, 6. Oh. AzulGG seems like a waste of the grader's time. What does that even mean? What is a waste of a grader's time? Like, if someone paid someone to do something, how is that a waste of anyone's time? What you just said literally makes no sense. Also, I didn't get it graded. CGC offered to grade it for me. I'm part of their competitive team. And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I want that? This is like super sick. How is this not sick to have your full championship winning deck graded? That's insane. That's so cool. I'm the only person with a fully graded championship IC championship deck. Why would I not want that? Like, what? That's so sick. Like, I have like a 1 of 1 Pokemon collectible item. Like, what? That's so cool. Dude, what? We got the full set of 5.5 scoop up nets. Look at that. Let's go. All 5.5s. I used all of them the exact same amount on purpose to get the grade. 6.5 and 5.5 on the ordinary rods. Obviously, I had a favorite ordinary rod, which is the one that's more used, not less used. For the Mirage Gates, we're looking at... Oh, actually, it's like a full... They're consecutive. Oh, wait. There we go. 5.56, 6.57. Any 10s? No. There's no 10s. It was funny, though. When I went to the next tournament, I was like, oh, wait, I don't have a Lost Zone deck anymore. And then we played Lost Zone again, so I had to borrow a full Lost Zone deck from Caleb. That was actually kind of funny. 7 and 6.5 on the escape ropes. Yeah, that was kind of funny. We went the next tournament literally after I went to the CGC Invitational, which shout out to them for inviting the whole squad to hang out at the headquarters and play in that fun tournament. That was sick. After that, we went to, was it Knoxville after that? I forget. We played Lost Box again, and I literally had no Lost Box card, so I had to borrow a full deck from Caleb. 5.5, 5.5. Dope. All right, let's get into the Pokemon. These are the big ones. We're going to take a look at them for a little bit there. Guru, 5.5. Of course, Stabilize. We use the heck out of the Stabilize. They only got 5s. Wait, what did they say, gamer, that you timed them out? Now I gotta know, bro. Now I'm super curious. What did they say? Dude, what did they say? I have to know. All right, let's find our crayons. Comfies. 4 comfy. Manaphy. Ninja. Let's go with the comfies. What do we got? What do we got? 3 8s. I'm surprised the comfies got so high. We got 8s on the comfies. And then a 6. My favorite comfy right here, obviously. Let's go to the crams. What do we got for the crammies? The crams, almost equally loved here. An 8 and a 7.5. This is my winning list. Yes, this is literally this is the exact 60 cards I played at OCIC. Okay. We'll put Greninja in next. 5.5 Greninja. 5.5 Zeraora. 5 on the Lax. 5.5 on the Drapion. A 7.5 on my Dragonite. And then the highest graded card in the deck is the Manaphy at an 8. My Manaphy got us an 8. Yo, what's actually interesting about the Snorlax is this Snorlax I actually got right before the finals because my other Snorlax was messed up. So I had to go to Caleb and get a different Snorlax to use. So this is like almost like a fresh Snorlax that I put in my deck and it got a 5. I must have beat him up. It must have not been that fresh of a Snorlax. And of course, you got the champion card. Champion Ultra Ball at 8.5. The highest graded card amongst all of them, which makes sense because it wasn't played at all, but only scored 0.5 higher than my highest graded card in the... Oh, no, we had some other 8s in here, didn't we? The Manaphy wasn't the highest. It was the highest graded Pokemon. We had more 8s in here for sure. I don't remember what else was an 8. Training Court was an 8. I think it was just Training Court, right? Oh, so the Manaphy and Training Court were 8s. And then the other thing was an 8.5. Oh, the Comfies were 8s too, weren't they? Yeah, also the Comfies were 8s. Yeah, but that's sick. Huge shout out to CGC for just like offering to grade this for me. That's actually super, super sick. And then, yeah, it fits very comfortably in this case. Keep it locked up forever. So we got, oh yeah, 8 was our highest in the deck. It was 8s. Am I going to sell it? I don't know. Maybe one day. I don't think so. It's pretty cool, though. I probably just want to keep it. I don't know. Maybe one day. But, I mean, it's not something I've, like, thought about. Every I see you win, you should do this from now on. I mean, I would, as long as CGC's down to do it for me, I'm down. Did they put anything on the back like championship winning deck? Yeah, they put hold up. I'll show it on the camera. I locked it and I gotta unlock it. On the... Oh, it doesn't say it on this one. Hold up. Okay, there we go. On the back of the card, it says AzulGG OCIC 2023 first place deck. Code leaked? Wait, what does that code do? Is that like for the catalog? Is that like it's cataloged on the code? Is that like the catalog freaking, what are those things called again? QR code? That's I don't own the thing anymore. Is it like a NFT? Now you guys can steal it from me. Yeah, CGC did it for free for me. You can view scans of it online. Oh, really? Oh, cool. And scan it into your digital collection. Yoink. Wonder how much a set like this would sell for? I got no clue. I mean, it's one of a kind as far as I know. I don't think anyone else has a championship deck out there. Yeah, I don't think anyone else has a championship deck out there for like fully graded. Thoughts on the TCG videos Pokemon have been putting out? We've only watched 2 of them, but I plan on watching the other ones. Not today, but probably one tomorrow and then one on Tuesday. Um, yeah. I'm sponsored by them. Yeah, I'm on their team, Dean. Have I ever tried Burt's Bees chapstick? Yes, I actually used to use. No offense to Azul, I don't know how many people are chasing any of the cards from this set. I could see species collectors like a D9 collector or a Lax collector paying a decent amount, but I don't know how many Guru collectors there are out there. There's actually quite a few. I've met a couple of them now where there's like people who just like basically they're collectors in like the kind of nerd culture space who just like collecting unique things. Like I've seen some pretty crazy things since I've like bumped into some of the people. Like there's definitely people who there's definitely like a market. Like there's people out there who like buy like just like they just want unique stuff, and it is worth in the space. It's worth something. A lot of things are like that. But yeah, there's a lot of people who just like want to be the person to say that they own something unique in a certain space, basically. So it's obviously like a small market, but like it exists. Not that I'm trying to like sell it. I'm trying to hold on to it. I'm trying to hold on to it. I have no plans of selling or anything like that. Yeah, what do you say, Burt's Bees? Yes, I have tried Burt's Bees chapstick. I actually used Burt's Bees chapstick up until like almost like the majority of my life, at least over half my life up to this point. But then all of a sudden, randomly, I started having an allergic reaction to chapstick in general. Well, I noticed it with Burt's Bees initially because that's what I'd used for most of my life. And then I tried out different chapsticks and I still had the allergic reaction. It wasn't like a really bad reaction, but my lips would get like a rash. Um, and then I figured out. At first I thought I was like, well, my lips were just getting chapped, so I like using more Burt's Bees. But then it got worse, and I stopped using Burt's Bees, and I got better. So I was like, oh, okay, so it's Burt's Bees. That's weird, but I've used it like my whole life. And then I tried other chapsticks, and the same thing happened. So there's like some common ingredient in chapstick that I am allergic to, but I just have no idea what it is. I have no idea what the ingredient is. But like this, so I use Carmax lip balm, and I don't get the reaction, so it's not in whatever this is. But I use Burt's Bees like so like either chapsticks started adding a new ingredient to them a little while ago, or I developed a allergic reaction to what something that is in chapstick. I don't know. Tier maker types of chapstick. There's actually not that many on here. All right, we can do this. Some of these I've never used before though. My grandmother mail orders Carmax. Yeah, Carmax is pretty good. Or it's not Carmax, it's Carmex. It's an E, not I literally thought it was always Carmax. That doesn't make it sound like it's a car product. It's Carmex. Oh, with an E. MEX. You can't see it from there. Chapstick tier list. Well, I use Carmax, but I actually never tried. So I'm gonna put this one as God tier because it's the only one I know that I can use. And then every other chapstick is D tier because I can't use them. And then everything else I haven't tried. I never tried Carmex chapstick before though. So this one could be different for me, but I'm just gonna go and say I probably can't use it. Nope. And then we'll put D tier as stuff I haven't tried, and the rest is gonna go in trash. So this is all trash. And then these things I have not tried. This one I could probably use. Because this one looks like lip balm, but like the harder stuff that you have to use your finger with. But that's what this looks like too. Aquaphor is the same tier as Carmex. Is it like the same stuff? What kind of reaction do I get? It's like a rash. On my lips. Well, that's where I put it, so that makes sense. And then if I put too much of it, like my skin starts to peel. It's not like painful or anything. But yeah. Rash. I don't know if I'd even call it a rash. It's kind of like a rash. Yeah. But it's like not like itchy or even too annoying. We're ranking skincare. Someone requested what is this? Chapstick tier list. God tier, trash. D tier is I don't know. I never tried this. Is this just like lip balm? Is this just lip balm? It seems like it's just lip balm. This one may be fine too. We may put that on God tier too. Get rid of the T in trash. Just make it trash. The problem with Rosebud is you have to stick your finger in it. Well, it's like lip balm, right? That's what this would be, like a thing of lip balm where you have to get it off with your finger. Rash. What is this? This doesn't look like it's chap. This looks like something else as well. Maybe it is just like a chapstick stick, but it looks different. Crayons? Dude, that's what I was kind of thinking at first as well. It kind of looks like crayons. Do both these show up fine here? Oof. Perfect. All right, chat. You know I love to do it. So let's talk a little bit about PTCG Live. So the new set dropped, and like this was actually one of the things that I brought up like as one of my initial fears with PTCG Live after the first set dropped, after the beta came out, was it kind of seems like they're gonna enter an infinite loop where new set drops, a bunch of bugs happen with the new set cards, with cards in general. They don't all get fixed before the new set drops. New set drops, a bunch of new bugs are introduced. They start working on fixing the bugs. They don't fix them all before the new set drops. New set drops, repeats. And the game will never be at a state where it feels like it's a functioning game. We'll be in an infinite loop of new set comes out, bunch of new bugs. Before all the bugs get fixed, new set drops, repeat. And there's still bugs in the game that have been around for super long now. Like, is the Genesect bug fixed? Or the Metal Pokemon bug fixed with the audio? No, the Guardy bugs haven't been fixed. And with this most recent update, at first it was Spiritomb, but now it's not just Spiritomb. Now it's not just Spiritomb, but Spiritomb, which is a new card from the new set. Tinglu, new card from the new set. Klefki, card from not the newest set, but a recent set. Gorebyce, Empoleon V, and Aerodactyl V-Star are all disabled in Live right now. All of them are disabled. The biggest ones that this is unfortunate for is like Spiritomb and Tinglu. Tinglu is not like a broken new deck, but it's new, so that sucks. And Spiritomb is definitely a card that people are going to be wanting to test out and play as an answer or as a counter to Mew in their decks, but now you just can't because, well, it's disabled. I think Spiritomb got undisabled today. Oh no, it was Penny that got undisabled, right? So Spiritomb is still disabled. So all these cards are disabled. Also Klefki. Klefki is like a relevant card to be testing or playing with in the current format. Also Klefki is like another big one, I guess. So this is like, it just feels like we're in an infinite loop, and who knows when this is all going to get fixed and these things are going to be able to be played with. It's just like super frustrating. Like, it feels like we're never in a state where the game feels like you can just get on, play for like 3 or 4 hours. Especially for me, who's someone who wants to stream PTCG live. Like, I want to be streaming PTCG live. I want to be able to get on PTCG live and stream it for like 6 hours, playing it, and not run into like a bug every 5 games, right? Because even every 5 games is like a ton. That's a lot, and that completely ruins the experience of wanting to actually get on it and play on PTCG live. I would say 1 in 5 games is maybe reasonable right now. Like, how often do bugs come up? It's been more recently since the new set dropped. Maybe it's like 1 in 6, 1 in 7, but even that is way too many. Even 1 in 10 is way too many bugs to hit. And when you hit it, it just makes you not want to continue playing the game, especially with the reputation that the game has right now. So, yeah, it just really sucks. So that's like all of that. And they actually came out with a post here. I think this was today, right? June 16th. Yeah, so when is the... what time was this posted on? Just give it time. It only has a date. It only has a date. Actually, I kind of want to look at some of the comments on... I guess it was on this. No, I want to look at some of the comments on... Let's see. Was it under news and announcements? Let's see. Yeah. Actually, I'm curious as to what people... So this was like the most recent big update that dropped on June 6th before or about the same time PTCGO shut down and PTCG Live was basically took over and Paldea Evolve dropped. Oh, there's no comments on this thing. Where was I looking for comments? I was looking for comments on something. Maybe it was on this one, actually. So this post came out today regarding recent card bans and upcoming hotfixes today. Hello, we want to share some important updates regarding our game that will impact your gameplay experience this weekend and in the upcoming weeks. The removal of Spiritomb and Penny from the game resulted in a cascade of other reported issues with similar interactions. Now, did removing Spiritomb and Penny cause these problems, or did people go out to seek these problems or seek these bugs because of Penny and Spiritomb's interactions? Or when these cards got removed, did these problems become a factor? Weeks is not a good word to use. Yeah, that will impact your gameplay experience this weekend and in upcoming weeks. Yeah, like, so is it going to be like 2 or 3 weeks before this stuff gets fixed? That's what I'm saying. It's just like an infinite cycle of there's always going to be bugs in the game because they are unable to fix the bugs before the new set drops. And the new set dropping always comes with new bugs. Like, they're just not able to drop a clean set, like, ever so far. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll just realize the bug and start finding all the ways to abuse it at once. Yeah, I guess. Cascade of other reported issues with similar interactions. This helps us identify more of these cards, and we've decided that with the significant disruption to the overall game, we should temporarily ban cards more likely to be used in the standard format. We understand that the decision will disappoint those who utilize these cards, but it is a necessary step to uphold the integrity of the game. I guess, sure. The team is working on a hotfix plan to release next week. I guess it is Friday, so maybe it'd be hard for them to get it done. But this is where TPCI should step up. This is where TPCI should step up and be like, all right, Tim and crew or whoever programs the freaking game, we're going to pay you, we're going to pay you 100,000, like, not 100,000. Give me some number. What's a high number? What would you get paid in this scenario to have people come in on the weekend to fix this stuff? $100,000. 100,000 came to my mind, but that's probably way too much. Like, what, $1,000 each to come to the office on Saturday or something? That's where you just like step up and you're just like, all right, come to the office, put in the extra time. Here's 10K each or whatever. Fix the issues. Get it done by Sunday or the end of day or whatever. Like, what would someone like Blizzard pay people to come in on Saturday if it's usually their day off to like be like, oh shoot, this thing's messed up. All right, we need people to come in and fix this, right? Like, obviously it has to be like it's their day off or whatever. So not even 10K is enough, bro. People are coming in for 10K. Amazon would pay about 2K on a weekend on severe issues, like for an individual person, right? Not for, it would have to be an individual person. Whatever, some amount of money, just like, all right, this thing's messed up. TPCI's like, all right, take this money, come in on the weekend, fix this stuff. You don't wait till next week. Who knows when this is gonna be next week? So they're probably not doing anything today, which means they're probably coming in Monday, identifying the issues / working on them, maybe even working on them Tuesday. So this stuff might not get fixed until like Wednesday or like end of week. But they also had on-call engineers, and it was part of their job, and didn't get that bonus. Yeah, there's probably no on-call engineers at TPCI. This upcoming update addresses bugs with Gardevoir EX. Finally, wait, is this even gonna like? So this is the fix, right? Sheesh, man. Finally. It has taken... How long has Gardevoir been bugged for? Since Scarlet and Violet came out, right? That's what I'm saying. If there's like a bug if there's a major bug every set with like reasonably popular cards in the meta, and it takes them until the next set or after the next set to fix it, that's just ridiculous. Like, Gardevoir has been bugged since Scarlet and Violet dropped. So if we had anything come up with that, with like this, I don't know, the Spiritomb and stuff, and they don't fix the Spiritomb stuff until after the next set, it's just absurd. And then the next set is going to bring another bug that does the exact same thing. And even if they shorten this time frame by a lot, like even like 2 weeks to fix Gardevoir after release is too long. Like, that's too long. Like, even if Scarlet and Violet dropped, Guardy had the bugs that it had, and it took them 2 weeks to fix it, that's still way too long. That is still way too long in today's in the current day and age of I don't know, card game clients. Fix Guardy, Temple of Sinnoh, and Reversal Energy. I don't know how Reversal Energy is bugged, but apparently it is. However, this hotfix may only resolve some reported issues that we've received recently. That's also just like ridiculous. Like, fix them all. What are we doing? With that in mind, the team is actively developing an extra hotfix specifically aimed at resolving the issues responsible for temporarily removing cards from the game. This update is a priority that we're working to get out as soon as possible. We'll provide more details here on the timing once we verified a fix and plan to implement it. Thank you to the community for your patience while this gets resolved. I don't know. It's not really saying much here. The team is actively developing an extra hotfix specifically aimed at resolving the issues responsible for temporarily removing cards. The issues responsible for what does that mean? That there's a problem when they temporarily remove cards? Shouldn't that have been something in place, like at the groundwork level of the game, where it's like they should make a way to like safely not, or to remove a card from the game, like very easily. Just be able to like flip a switch that turns a card off and on. It's functionality in the game, right? Shouldn't that be like something that you can like literally flip a switch with? Shouldn't that be something built into the game on like the baseline, so when problems come up with cards, you can just turn a card off and then no one can use it? Are they saying that they have a problem with that? Is they saying there's a problem with them removing cards from the game? That's what it sounds like, right? Is actively developing an extra hotfix specifically aimed at resolving the issues responsible for temporarily removing many cards from the game. That's basically what it's saying, right? So are all of the cards intertwined in a way where it's like a card copies how another card functions to an extent? So as long as that card is, if that card is removed from the game, it removes the possibility of other cards from the game. Like, it doesn't even make any sense to me. I don't know how this stuff works, but I feel like at a base level, to help fix bugs and when stuff has bugs or issues, like a base level, you should have like a switch in there to like turn every card off and on whenever you need to. If something doesn't work properly, you can just turn a card off, fix it, and then turn it back on. But it seems like that's not something, and this is just like a weird statement to me. I don't actually know what this actually means, to be honest. Hotfix is not a hotfix because it's taking a week to fix. I mean, a hotfix, like if you like framed it proper, like against, like for Pokemon, for TPCI's time frame with PTCG Live, them calling a week a hotfix is like reasonable. Like when you like time frame it with how long everything else takes for them. Yeah, when you time frame it with how long everything else takes for them, this is actually a week's amount of time is actually kind of like a hotfix, to be honest. As someone who worked on a dev team for a large client application, this is an embarrassment. Yeah, it definitely is a major embarrassment, that is for sure. Reversal teleports into discard pile, like after you attach it. TBS should just shut down the servers for 24 to 48 hours and get as many devs as it takes to fix it all in one go. They have the means, but they seem to not care about their online. I kind of agree with that, Dream. That's kind of like what I was saying. Just like pay a bunch of people to come in this weekend, get them to fix it. Just be like, here's money, fix the thing. Because like no one, like how many people actually want to play the game when you're not actually playing in like the real Pokemon TCG meta, or you can't play all the cards or decks that you want to play because so many stuff is like banned or bugged. Like at that point, who cares? Just shut it down. Like, you're not losing, you're probably losing more of a player base by keeping PTCG live and people actually interacting with the game and running into all the bugs instead of just shutting it down for, yeah, until maybe Monday, who knows, bring a bunch of devs in on the weekend, give them pay them, and then have them just like grind it out and fix this, and then it goes live again on Monday. Like I feel like you're not losing player base by doing that. If anything, you probably lose a more player base by people just interacting with the game in a very unenjoyable manner, just not wanting to come back. So yeah, I feel like it'd be neutral if not positive to just kind of shut everything down for a little while. Yeah. Bro, everyone who has to work on this probably hates it enough that they don't even want to do any of this. Bro, that has to be a case. Like, I was thinking about that actually as well. Like, between community feedback, and I try to not personally shit on the devs specifically. I think some things are definitely the devs' fault in all of this. There's no way the devs have zero fault in all this. But a lot of it is just the higher ups and either not hiring the correct people or not hiring enough people. So a lot of it's on TPCI to not hire the correct people or enough people. But as the devs, it does have to feel pretty shitty, to be honest, because you got the community, all the big content creators in the space literally shitting on the product and talking about how trash it is. And then the product is also bad. You're also just not creating a good product. Like, I don't know. Like, you're also just not creating a good product. So it has to feel bad. And like I said, I try to avoid shitting on the devs as much as possible. I definitely think there has to be some part of this that's like the devs' fault, especially like from a creative and artistic standpoint. Like a lot of that is just, and like all the and a big thing of it also would be the how everything feels so unintuitive. Like that's on the devs for sure, right? Some of that has to be on the devs, like, right? There's definitely some, but also it just goes back to TPCI for not hiring enough people or the right people, or not firing the wrong people and then trying to find the right people. So it all comes back to TPCI at the end of the day, but pretty bad. But yeah, it has to feel pretty, it does have to feel pretty bad to be working on this still, to be honest, because it feels like an endless cycle, right? Like it can't be a very rewarding job to go in every day, work on this thing, and then have it kind of be the exact same thing every single time. And every time a new set comes out, there's a ton of bugs. You're playing catch up with the bugs. A new set comes out before you fix all the bugs with the major cards in the set. There's been bugs since day one beta still, right? Like the Genesect, like absolutely embarrassing. Quite the shit show. Yes, the cards' actions are built into functions, and cards with similar actions share the same functions. The programming concept is dry. Don't repeat yourself. It's good programming practice, but the problem is that I thought you were telling me to not repeat myself, but that's dry. It's good programming practice, but the problem is that there is so many different effects that doing it that way cause so many issues if you don't understand how every card interacts with each other, which requires extensive documentation and testing. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it sounds mostly like it's an because like they have like no beta testing. It sounds like in office, like nothing is being tested in office. So it sounds like a massive understaffed situation. Yeah, in reality, it's probably devs and QA and project management and deadlines and so on. Yeah, it's probably just a mix of everything, right? Like everything is just a cluster. They should honestly give. They should have. I mean, I don't know how many. Is there enough people that play PTCG Live to do this? But like in League of Legends and stuff, there's beta servers and stuff, and people go and play the betas and stuff, like on the beta server. So you play with like stuff ahead of time. I don't even know if that's like a reasonable thing to do in Pokemon though. Or something that they would want you to do. I don't know. That'd be interesting. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it personally either, though. I never like playing on the beta servers on League of Legends or anything personally. Because if you're just gonna run into like a bunch of bugs and stuff, like I'm not someone who wants to go out of my way to like find bugs. Although that could be like an entertaining stream now and then. Like the new set is coming out in like a week or 2 weeks, and you're allowed to get on like the beta build of the game. Or not beta. What is it called? Is it called beta? Yeah, the beta build of the game with like the new set like a week or 2 weeks before it comes out on PTCG Live, the full version, and you just go on there and just like try and find bugs. That could be cool. So maybe they should do something like that. I don't know if like that works with the Pokemon company super well with like how they want sets to be released though, because then it would be like theoretically people would be playing with the cards ahead of time. I don't know if that would be like an issue, because obviously like I would want to if I'm not streaming it, I wouldn't want to do it right personally. So for me, that'd be my incentive, is like to get on the beta server, beta build, get on the beta build, play with the new cards, try and find bugs. That could be like a fun, couple streams leading up to the new set, but it's not something that I would want to do all the time. And definitely if I couldn't stream it, I definitely wouldn't want to do it. Pokemon Unite has beta servers and people play new Pokemon before the. Okay, so like Unite has beta servers. Okay, yeah, they should do that. I hear Direwolf made a competent TCG client. TBI should look into them. That'd be pretty cool. It's so crazy that we all would be so much. We'd be so much more content and better off if they went back to PTCGO, even though PTCGO had all of its own problems. It does make me wish that they just brought back PTCGO and then got rid of the trading system and added the credit system. That I do kind of wish that we had that, to be honest. Kind of unfortunate. Wait, what is this? Some actual community management? Somebody decided to do their job? I mean, is this like, I don't even think this is, I feel like this comment here is giving them way too much credit. Like, they're kind of saying something, but like, this is obviously happening. Everything they just said in here is obviously happening. It's just taking too long. I don't know. Them saying something almost feels like it's just like damage control, right? Well, after transparency and communication, very happy to see this. Please make it a trend. That said, please stop ignoring Expanded. You need to ban Scoop Up Net and Acerola too. Nobody cares about Expanded. But this is like, I don't know. I feel like this, I mean, it is transparency to an extent, but it's like, but it's not like everything is such a massive mess. Like, this is like not, this doesn't matter. This post is just super irrelevant. If we got to the point where it was like a new set dropped, there was no current bugs in the situation, and then like someone found a bug with like a new popular card, and then they immediately made a post about it being like, yo, we're aware of this, we're working on it, hopefully to have it fixed by X time, that would be good transparency. This is just like damage control. I don't think this is good transparency at all. I think this is just literally damage control. It'd be something like that. Like, what's the next set? I don't know. Obsidian Flames, let's call it that. That's a Japanese set, but whatever. Or Pokemon 151 drops. There's a bug with the Alakazam, and it can't attack from the bench to the active. That's the only bug currently in the game for major cards or like any major interaction. And then they immediately drop a post being like, boom, we're aware of the Alakazam bug. We're working on it. It should be fixed in 24 hours or less. That would be transparency, right? This is just damage control. Thanks for the feedback, admin. What was the issue? There were some funny, I saw some funny comments. I don't know which thread it was on, but yeah, PTCG Live still a massive mess. And I don't know, there's no sign of it getting better in terms of like they are fixing things, but there's no sign in that. There's no sign of them actually catching up to a new set release, not just completely screwing everything over again. And the extra resources they're putting into PTCG Live from discontinuing support of PTCGO have not shown yet either. And they made a post about that a long time ago now, where they're like, the reason we're discontinuing PTCGO is because we want to put those resources towards PTCG Live, but we haven't seen that happen yet. Now, PTCGO did just get officially discontinued like 2 weeks ago, so maybe we still have to wait to see that actually happen. And we don't know what, in terms of resources, we don't know what they're doing. I would assume that, my assumption is like if they stop paying Direwolf, they're probably just hiring more devs, right? That's probably has to be the assumption. They're not paying Direwolf anymore to make PTCGO, and that might have happened as soon or as late as the 5th. That statement was made over a month ago. Yeah, that statement was made over a month ago, at least. It might have been like 2 months, maybe even more, where they said, discontinuing PTCGO so we can devote those resources to PTCG Live, and maybe it just has started to take effect like this month. And if it has just started to take effect this month, maybe we won't see the effects of it for till next month even. But as far as this goes, as far as what we've seen, we have not seen the effects of more resources to being devoted to PTCG Live yet. So still a mess. They never will improve, not even in 1 year. We'll see. If the code isn't written really well, it could take a long time before new devs actually learn how to make changes. Yeah. I really want to know how many people they had on avatar design. Couldn't they have waited to switch to live after Worlds? I mean, like, why after Worlds, though? I almost feel like it's better sooner than later if they're going to do it. If the situation wouldn't be improved if it was after Worlds, then doing it sooner than later seems fine. Direwolf should call Pokemon head office like an... People play live, cool. People don't play live, cool. Devs do not care. I mean, if the devs want to keep their jobs, they definitely care. Like, the devs definitely care. Unless they don't care about keeping their job, then they wouldn't. But the devs definitely care. Otherwise, they could just be out of a job. I don't know. Working for Pokemon sounds like it could be a pretty good gig as long as you can maintain your job. Also have to realize that Lives have been in development for 5 years, starting 2018. It's not going to get better. That's also like super sad. Like his 5 years. Oh man. I wish we call Pokemon head office like an Austin Powers movie, and Doctor even be like, I have this source code for $10 million. You don't get to play tournaments when you play for Pokemon, though? True. They're definitely playing double it and give it to the next person. I don't have high faith, especially looking at the release schedule for Obsidian Flames in August. 151 is... Wait, Obsidian Flames is coming out in August? No, it's not. Wait, is Obsidian Flames our new set, or is it... I thought Obsidian Flames was the Japanese set. Is Obsidian Flames our new set? Oh, no, it is, right? Doesn't it come out like the week of Worlds? So it won't be legal for Worlds, but it comes out like the week of Worlds, right? Wait, August 11th? Wait, so is Obsidian Flames legal for Worlds? Oh, I'm thinking of Ruler of the Black Flame. That's what the Japanese one is called. Obsidian Flames. Oh, so no, it won't be legal for Worlds. Worlds is, for some reason I thought Worlds was at the end of August. No, Worlds is literally the 11th. So it's not legal for Worlds. Okay, that's good. I didn't want to have to worry about a new set for Worlds. Japan's 151 is out now, and our 151 is in September. Yeah, dude, that August into September, there's back-to-back. And now 151 isn't like a huge set, but how is PTCG Live going to be able to handle 2 releases of sets? But there's like a bunch of decent cards in 151. That's like a month apart, right? Maybe it's like a month and a half if it's the end of September. Wait. Dude, am I doing my months right in my head, bro? Yeah, August, September. Dude, I always mix up September and October for some reason. I don't know why. Literally, I've always mixed up September and October. So I had to like check myself, and I was like, wait, is October before September? I literally forgot. Those are the only 2 months I ever mixed up, though. It was literally September and October. I don't know why. You know what it is I forget September exists. Because November is the month before Christmas. There's Halloween in October. So this is like going back to like when I was a kid and like cared a lot about holidays. October, there is... Halloween. November is the month before December, which has Christmas, and then June is the month after my birthday. July and August are my least favorite months because it's the summer, and then I always just forget that September exists. It doesn't have anything tied to it for me, so I always forget that September exists. I don't think like none of my family has birthdays in September either. You still don't care about holidays? I mean, I care a lot less about holidays than I did. I'm not really like, it doesn't really. Yeah, I'm just not a. They have to average adding 3 cards per day from now until 151's release date. Can they do it, Jake? Do you think for Obsidian Flame and 151? Maybe they just find like the. I'm trying to think of like an equivalent here. Maybe they with these new resources, they're gonna hire the GOAT coder, and they're just gonna come in and like fix everything. Like. I'm trying to think of like an example of like comparison, but the LeBron James of coding. They're gonna hire them, and then, yeah, they're gonna find the LeBron James of coding, hire them, and then everything's gonna be fine. Maybe LeBron James of coding teams. Maybe need more than one person. LeBron James of coding is ChatGPT or GPT-4. What is that? Like the newer? Is that like a ChatGPT just for coding? You're in, Beard. It's all you. Best of luck. What do you guys think will happen? Because we saw all those people on Twitter responding to Dan TDM's tweet about the idea of making a Pokemon TCG simulator, an automated Pokemon TCG simulator. What do you guys think about that? Like that. What do you think is the chance that they DMCA it? I would actually I have a theory that like if they get it to work, if they actually come out with a functioning thing, Dan TDM and crew and the Avengers. So is Dan TDM would he be Captain America or Iron Man? Who's like the leader of the Avengers? It'd be Iron Man, right? Yeah, Dan TDM is Iron Man. If Dan, Iron Man, and crew come up with a simulator, I think Pokemon maybe wouldn't DMCA it until PTCG Live becomes like a reasonable thing. So people stop hating on PTCG Live, and then as soon as PTCG Live becomes reasonable, then maybe they DMCA it. That's what I would hope for, but I don't know. Is there any loophole around it? There's no way to get around it, right? If they make it free, it should be fine. No, it's not free. It's not the same thing as it's not under free use. Like they could just DMCA it if they wanted to. Would they have any Pokemon Showdown exist? That's what I'm saying. Pokemon Showdown does exist. As long as they don't make money to use it, you can. No, that's not how it works. Even if you don't make money to do it, you can still get taken down. Like Pokemon could shut down Pokemon Showdown pretty much whenever they want, I'm pretty sure. They just haven't shut down Pokemon Showdown because it probably doesn't really. They realize it doesn't impact like the actual people playing the game. Also looks visually terrible compared to what they could easily do, and that's possibly a reason why it's still around. Yeah, maybe they like purposely keep it like low quality. Did it implement to it in the main game yet? Limitless Simulator, but for 2 players. Well, Limitless Simulator for 2 players, that's more automated. Not maybe fully automated, but like if I play a research in my supporter zone or play zone, I want it to like automatically use the research, right? Like that's like a pretty big deal. And in the year of like, it's not in the year of 2023, we're the biggest brand into world, to have something like that and have it function is like not the ridiculous. So like that's what you want. You want it to be like almost fully automated as well as functioning like that. I'm sure Robin could easily put together the Limitless Simulator to like basically function for 2 players, but you like it to be mostly automated as well. Especially like on the content side of things, that's what like I would want, and I'm sure Mahone wants. The problem would be like if you did make that simulator, the next thing would be like, how do you have to get everyone to play it, which it wouldn't be hard to get the competitive players to play it, to be honest. And I guess as long as it's talked about, enough people would like pick up on it and go play it. But what should I answer? Their main game TV side probably looks the other way since the people who use it go to VGC. Mostly whereas us putting a competing client against the card game would invite lawsuits. Yeah, I guess. We should all just throw Robin a couple bucks to help make us a game. I mean, if you want to support Limitless, they do have a Patreon page. Find it on their site. Scroll down to the bottom of the site. Is it to be in browser or an application? I have no clue. It might not even happen. It doesn't really matter if it's browser or application, to be honest, though. Although Dan TDM, in Dan TDM's tweet, they tweeted specifically about a browser application. Yeah. Can you gen in TCG like players do in VGC? Wait, what do you mean gen? Can you generate? Pretty sure coming up with this product is bad as a product. Might be good to get invited to help them fix their own client though. I'm trolling. Okay, I didn't know what you meant, so I wasn't sure if you were trolling or not. I don't know what genning is. Yeah, what is a genning? Genning is hacking things into the game. Would be great if they open source their code. Will never happen though. Yeah, that'll probably never happen. Yeah, one of the problems is like the potential for copyright issues there. Firewall. That's like the main concern of like even attempting to start something is like, are you going to put in all this time and effort and potentially money on like Dan TDM side? Because it sounds like most of the other like sounds like people like Robin, Jake, who else was in there, Jared, are all like wanting to just get involved for the sake of getting involved. And someone even actually responded to Dan's tweet with a simulator they had already started creating. That is already like I don't know how functional it is, but they had already been working on one. But one never did anything to TCG 1, right? Yeah, but like TCG 1 was like so far removed from what PTCG. That's like one of the things. If it's like not comparable to the actual game, I don't think people. That's when they maybe don't care as much. Like TCG 1 was like not even like close to being as good as PTCGO. But theoretically, this new simulator would want to be mostly automated and be like not. They wouldn't want to directly be like a competitor, but they would want to be on a level where it's like actually reasonable. And also, if they had like a ranked ladder and everything on it too, then that's when it would become like, okay, why would anyone ever play PTCG Live anymore? But it seems like it would be harder to keep from being taken down. I know less about the legality of applications, but you should be able to share it with friends without legal repercussions. So if it stayed within a smaller group, it would be okay. Well, I mean, that's not what's going to happen, though, attack. Like, if people know about it, then everyone knows about it. If yeah, it wouldn't want to be something that is, like, trying to be kept secret, because there's no point in doing it. Because at that point, you're just testing with your... It's just, like, testing groups, a couple testing groups that have access to it, and that's, like, basically it. But it's, like, not something that you try and keep secret. Like, Pokemon would figure out about it very quickly. It's, like, not something that you would be able to keep quiet. It's functional, so it's not remotely comparable. Exactly. I think avoiding use assets like images and avoid money changing hands would go a long way to fair use. I don't think so. Fair use doesn't apply for these kind of things. I don't think fair use applies for these things. It's not like you're reacting to. It's not like you're making content like reacting to something on a YouTube video. Like that's where fair use gets involved. I don't think fair use gets involved in this kind of situations at all. I don't even think it's like something that can be discussed. What bag do I use for regionals? My backpack. Yeah, my backpack. It's just like a standard laptop backpack that is small enough to, or it's like pretty small. It's like small enough to work as a carry-on flights. Fair use does not apply to copyright. Okay, exactly. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure like this is not like a yeah. Fair use is like not a thing here at all. But also like, what did someone say? Like you could like take down the images and avoid. But like you want it to look nice and feel nice. That's what'll get people to play it, right? Because even if PTCG Live functions a little bit worse than it, if it doesn't look nice or feel nice, then people will just go back to PTCG Live. So like if they do make a simulator, you want it to look nice and feel nice. Like that's what we want from PTCG Live, and we don't have. So if someone comes out with something else that just doesn't look nice or feel nice, like I mean, at that point we might as well just like stick on PTCG Live, right? Yeah, it's got to look nice. It's got to feel nice. If it doesn't look nice, it doesn't feel nice, then it's not gonna succeed. I mean, like you could still make it try and get like it pretty close, and then like only like super try hard competitive players might use it. But fair use is also not a hard set rule of guidelines. It's of rules. It's guidelines you can use to defend yourself in court. But it's pretty easy to tell what's fair use and what's not, as far as like fair use things go. Fair use literally describes situations that you can use copyrighted material. I don't know if it actually applies, but saying fair use doesn't apply to copyright is just nonsense. Or more like fair use does not apply when creating things that are not critiquing / reviewing / etc. of the product. Oh, okay, yeah. So fair use, like that's like I mean the big thing that came up with fair use recently, like in the world, I guess most recently, is just like people reacting to stuff. Which yeah, if you react to something, if you like do something with the content in general, it's Well, but that's not 100% true because you can't. That's when stuff isn't copyrighted, right? Well, as long as something's like that's why like people can't. Like there was that thing on Twitch a little while ago where people were like reacting to TV shows, but you can't do that. That's like not legal. You can't do that. You can't just like watch a show that is like a show that is not out there for free use and then react to it and have that be fine. Fair use is about transforming copyrighted content to the point where it's original. But like you can't. So like, what was like the? You can't like. I couldn't like just turn on a show right now on my stream and just sit here and react to it. That would be illegal. I could like put on someone else's YouTube video and react to it, but I couldn't put on like a movie. Like I couldn't turn on Avatar right now. Like that's the movie I watched most recently is Avatar 2. I couldn't just put that on that and then start watching it and reacting to it on stream. That would be illegal. Damn, Stream Elements got you. They're a little bit late, though. Fairy says 5 pillars. 1, small portion being used. 2, commercial value of the original. 3, new work is critique, satire, or education. 4, benefit to use is either... Wait, its use is other than commercial. 5, new work is mostly original product of user. Yeah. So basically, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If Pokemon want to shut down this new simulator that, if they came out with it, if Pokemon want to shut it down, they could. Like, Pokemon could probably shut down Showdown if they wanted to. But there would be such a major backlash from them shutting down. Maybe that's one of the reasons they don't shut down Showdown. That could be one of the reasons they don't shut down Showdown, to be honest. Is there could be such major like, there would be a insane backlash if they shut down Showdown. That's probably why they don't do it. It would just be negative. It's probably not worth... Like, they don't gain anything from it either. I doubt they actually even gain. Like, they're not making all of a sudden more money because they shut down Showdown. It would, like, the negativity of it would just be insane. Isn't Showdown? Yeah, but we're comparing it to Showdown because like that's the VGC equivalent of what theoretically Dan TDM and the rest of the Avengers would be trying to create. But they haven't shut down Showdown, so maybe they wouldn't shut down this theoretically. But yeah. I want them to shut down just to see what happens. Yeah, maybe it's like an April Fool's joke. Like maybe April 31st, they say they're shutting it down just to test they kind of do like the Twitch method where they test the waters a little bit. Where Twitch put out that thing talking about like advertisers and sponsors and all that stuff, and then the next day they immediately took it back. It would be cool to see Pokemon do that. Like Big Pikachu just tweets out, "Lol, we're shutting down Showdown," and then they just see what happens, and then day 2, Big Pikachu tweets out, "JK, KW." And then they take it back. Yeah, just to test the waters, it'd be cool to see. They do it on April 1st, so they have some kind of fallback on it, right? Just be like, no, we were just kidding. It's April 1st. April Fools. Haha. I'm down, to be honest. I want to see them do it. I went to late March for that. Yeah, end of March into April, whatever. Shutting down Showdown, April 1st. Hit it with the KW. Our bad. We were just joking. It'd be cool to see the react. I'd be interested to see the reaction as well. Now that you said it, I would just be definitely. It would be. That's like why they don't do it. Probably one of the reasons. They know the benefits do not outweigh the the benefits. Definitely do not outweigh the negatives. The potential backlash. There's just no shot. Can I verse you in Showdown? Sure, Echo. Go ahead and get on and I'll be right there. Marvel superhero rank. Oh, but it's not the okay. I'm not gonna be able to tell who some of these are. So what am I ranking them on though? Marvel superheroes ranked tier list. Why does it say ranked? What is the... What ranked are we getting? What should I rank them on? How much I like them? How powerful they are? How cool they are? How cool they are would be another one. Yeah, what should we rank them on? How cool they are, how strong they are. A combination of cool / strong. That's probably the best way to do it, right? Cool / strong. All right. Storm is like a C. Hawkeye is like a D. I don't know who this is. Is this what is her name? Something Gray. Jean Grey. I don't know who this one is. Who is this? This is Colossal. Colossus. This is the Thing. The Thing is like a D. Could be Scarlet Witch. Yeah, it could be Jean or Scarlet Witch. Is it Jean Grey? I forget this guy's name. But not very cool. Cooler than these though. Nah, actually that's still probably a D. Winter Soldier is like a B. Actually, Winter Soldier might be an A. Groot like a B. Nightcrawler, that's what it is. Elastic Man, Mid-Elastic Man. What is this guy's name again? Is it Warhammer? Mr. Fantastic? Yeah, it's Mr. Fantastic. War Machine. War Machine's pretty cool. That's like maybe a B. And yeah, I definitely don't know a lot of these. A lot of these I just do not know. Doctor Strange is pretty sick. Also, like on a power level, isn't Doctor Strange like S? So is this Venom? Is this Venom Spider-Man or is this just Spider-Verse Spider-Man? I don't see Venom on here anywhere else. So I'm assuming this is Venom. Looks like Miles. Yeah, it had, but it's just like the black Spider-Man suit as well, though. But I don't see Venom here anywhere else. Well, I guess Venom isn't a superhero, right? Isn't Venom? No, but Punisher's here. I was gonna say Venom's like an anti-hero, right? But Punisher is here as well, so that doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is Venom. Wait, unless this is nope, that's not Venom. These are hard to tell. There's a lot going on. Iron Man's pretty cool. We'll go A, at least. I'm not a big fan of dude. I don't like Thor at all. Like, I guess I only really I've never read the comics. I've only ever watched the movies, but I'm not a big Thor fan for sure. Ant-Man's pretty cool. Big Ant-Man fan. No idea who this is. Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer's pretty cool. I remember watching. Are they coming out with a new dude? The original Fantastic Four movies, those are pretty dope. I actually really liked those. I haven't seen them in forever though, so I don't know how good they were because I was like, I don't know how old was I when those came out. With I don't know, I don't remember who was in those, but then the new Fantastic Four movie with that thing was awful. With Jessica Alba, yeah, I think so. I remember those being pretty cool, but I was also like, I haven't seen them recently. Those movies are old. But then the newer Fantastic Four movie, I forget when I watched it. Dude, that thing was so bad. Why did they even release it? They should have just been like, nope, we're done. Shouldn't do that. I need to watch the new... I haven't watched the new Venom movie, actually. I actually liked the Venom movie. I'm a big fan of... who's the actor? Hardy? I actually enjoyed the Venom movie. I haven't seen the new one yet, though. I have to watch that. Livestock and Fantastic Four is a good movie. What's going on? Not the new Fantastic Four, the old ones. The old ones. I haven't seen them in forever, though. And I definitely just like... I watched them when I was like a kid. So I remember liking them. Drax is S tier. Which one's Drax? I'm a big Wolverine fan, although the yellow costume is cringe. Logan's like one of my favorite movies of all time, I think. Spider-Man's all right. B. Put Venom there as well. I'm calling this one Venom. Punisher, like a C. Hulk, C. Who else do we have on here? Where's Daredevil? I thought I saw. Is this Daredevil? This got to be Daredevil. Daredevil's at least a B. Hulk is S. Hulk's not S. Deadpool's pretty cool, but I've only like I just like the movie so far with Ryan Reynolds. C. I'm doing this like what is this again? Who's this again? I forget their names. I haven't seen the newest Guardians of the Galaxy either. Dude, it's actually annoying me that I can't remember his name. What is his name? What is his name? Jean Grey is S tier for sure. I don't know which one is Jean Grey though. I'm assuming this looks like Scarlet Witch. Star-Lord. That's it. Star-Lord. Why was I thinking it was Captain something? This is Jean Grey. This might be Jean Grey. I actually don't know. This is either Scarlet Witch or Jean Grey. A lot of these. Who are the rest of these? This one's from Fantastic Four. This is the Invisible Girl. Is that her name? Invisible Girl? I don't have Cyborg on here either. Jean Grey's on the far right. Right here. Well, isn't Scarlet Witch... No. Wait, isn't Scarlet Witch like effectively Jean Grey? Or am I trolling with that? Well, I guess like in the MCU. Cyclops BC. Dude, I was a big Cyclops fan as a kid. No, they are separate people. Because when I first watched Age of Ultron, I thought it was so stupid that they killed off Quicksilver. I just like thought of Scarlet is the sister of Quicksilver. No, I know that, but I just assumed that they were like supposed to be like not the X-Men, but kind of the X-Men in the MCU was Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Fox's X-Men did Quicksilver so good that they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it justice. They did do it very well. Yeah, I enjoyed that character in the X-Men movies, or the Quicksilver they had in there. This is the Wasp. See, I have no idea. So this has to be Scarlet Witch then. Like power level, it's like S, right? Like she's not that cool, but power level wise, it would be like S. Now I'm just like putting like the super powerful ones in S. They did do a good job with the Quicksilver. I don't think I recognize. Oh no, this is Hawk something. What's his name? In my head I'm thinking Hawk Guy, but that's not it, right? That'd be a terrible. Is it just Hawk? No, it's not just Hawk, isn't it? Isn't it Hawk something? Falcon? Oh, Falcon, yeah. There's no Hawk. Falcon. Bird person. Is this Bobby? Is that his name from the X-Men? Oh, there's the raccoon. He's pretty cool. Hawkeye's the bow guy. Yeah. That's who I was thinking of. Oh, it's the fire guy from Fantastic Four. Is the one pick supposed to be Captain Marvel? Which one? Oh, this one probably. That is Captain Marvel, yeah. Did you ever see the new Spider-Man? Far From Home? That one? That's the newest. Oh no, so you mean the Spider-Verse? I didn't. I want to see it though. I definitely want to see it. Dude, that actually like I'm looking up tickets right now. You shouldn't? Wait, the newest one? Dude, I've heard it's sick. The first one is one of my favorite movies ever as well. That's also one of my favorite movies. Bobby is the same tier power as Jean Grey. What? No shot. It's not even close. What? Dude, it's I actually really like. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, that's wait. Yeah, No Way Home. It's not one of my favorite movies, but I actually really like it, dude. Like the nostalgia trip, like they got me, bro. They got me big time with like the nostalgia bait or whatever you want to call it. They definitely got me, bro. I actually that movie was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed that. It was bad, like it wasn't that good of a movie, but having the Garfield and Maguire in there, Tobey Maguire, is that his name? Yeah, was like super sick. Anyone else think DC's actual butt cheeks? It's not good. The Batman movies are like okay, not like the Batman vs Superman wasn't very good. The newest Batman movie was solid. It was okay. The newest Batman movie was okay. I would say just okay. But like the when they recently Christian Bale Batmans were really really good. But everything after that has been so mid. The Flash looks like it could be cool though. I haven't seen it yet. I don't even know if it's out yet. I think it came out today, right? The new Flash looks like it could be cool. It looks like the new Flash looks like it could be cool. Christian Bale Batmans are sick. Batman vs Superman is trash. Justice League is trash. The first Superwoman movie is okay. The second one is trash. I don't know what else have they come out with since then. The Suicide Squad was okay. I heard that if you haven't followed the comics, then this is not a good tier list. If this is by power level, it's like power level / cool. Joker, Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man were the only superhero movies I like. Joker is not a superhero. Ever played Marvel Snap? I played like 4 games of it or something. The Robert Pattinson Batman movie? Yeah, that one was okay. Nolan's Batman series are insane. Yeah, except for... Dude, the third one was so bad. I hated the third one. I hated Catwoman. I thought Bane was cool. But what's her name in it was also... Dude, the third one was so bad. The first 2 were so good. Like, the first one was solid. It was super sick. They kind of, like, reinvented Batman. With, like, all the tech and stuff. Like, that shit was super cool. The second one was obviously, like, super sick. That's, like, one of the best movies of all time in general with the Joker. And then the third one sucked, man. Why did they even make it, man? They should have just not made it. It, like, ruined it for me. Not ruined it, like the second one is still one of my favorite movies of all time, but like the third one was so bad in comparison. Like they like reverted so hard, man. Like it was insane. Oh my gosh. Like how could they like mess up that bad? I feel like there was so many things bad about that movie. Well, the Joker movie was actually pretty good too. I forgot that movie existed. Joker 2 is going to be insane. Definitely be interesting. DC, like, yeah, not all of DC stuff is terrible, to be honest. It's just their Justice League / like MCU competition thing is like all of that stuff has been pretty bad. Like them trying to compete with the MCU with the Justice League stuff. Like the Justice League stuff has pretty much all been pretty mid, if not bad. But like the stuff that's kind of separate from that and like more its own thing, like the Joker, and the Batman movie and all that stuff. That stuff's like pretty solid. But all the MCU stuff is or not the MCU, the Justice League stuff is like pretty bad. I think that Batman is better than all of Marvel. I mean, the Batman Joker movie is better than any Marvel movie that's been made, but I definitely wouldn't say like there's a lot of good Marvel stuff up until Endgame. Was Endgame the last one? Dude, I hate it. I hate time travel in the way that I hate time travel as a solution to a plot. Yeah, I hate time travel as a solution to a plot. So I hate it. That's why I hate it. Endgame. I hate Endgame, and then like also just like general stuff. Like if something is like made with the like the Spider-Man, what was it called? Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. Like the whole movie's based around that, right? Which is like cool. But when you have stuff like the MCU where there's like nothing matters anymore once they started adding like time travel and alternate realities and all that stuff. Like nothing matters anymore. Like who cares? Like the whole movie isn't like based around that or all the other movies leading up to that weren't based around that concept. So like basically all those other movies built it like they just don't mean anything anymore, which like just feels stupid. So I'm as time travel as like a solution to like a series or or alternate dimensions being introduced later and being like such a big thing in the MCU like took away a lot of its meaning to me personally because it's just like such a cop out. Like nothing means anything at that point. Like it's just like irrelevant. I think my main beef with DC is none of their characters are relatable. They mostly don't have any flaws, and that's how you can relate to characters in Marvel. Like Bruce Wayne is a billionaire playboy who lost his parents as his flaw. How can you relate to that? I mean, I guess that's reasonable. There's so many. Yeah. Speaking of just like thinking about that, did any of it? And has anyone in chat seen the like the movie about the kid who's like evil Superman? It's like not a. Was it a horror movie? I don't know if it was like exactly a horror movie. That movie was pretty good. I actually like that movie. Makes it scary to think about like if superheroes actually existed that you'd have to like I don't know, what if they weren't on what if they weren't morally just? Brightburn? Yeah, Brightburn. No, appreciate 38 months there for you, man. Yeah, I don't hate like all alternate dimension time travel stuff because like I said, like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse did it. I mean, it's like when the movie's like built around it, like that's something. But when it's just like an end solution to something, it just feels weird. But I guess I like for MCU stuff, like I never read the comics, so I mean, if I grew up reading the comics, I would like know that that's like the end game of everything leading up to where they were gonna go. The boys is super good, dude. It's a little bit like every time I watch it though. I mean, like I'm up to date with it, but like every time I watch it, it just like you just like I get that feeling like that there's I don't know. It's just like it's I don't know. I'm sure some people know what I'm saying here, but like it's like an eerie feeling I get when I watch it. Like thinking about like what if superheroes were real, or just like if people with that power like choosing to do certain things. You know, I don't know. So should rank Vision, Beast, Cyclops. Is Cyclops even here? Dude, who the heck is this? Oh, there's Cyclops. This is Cyclops, right? I'm a big Cyclops fan. I agree with the time travel is a cop out. I wish they gave us Ant-Man climbing up Thanos' butt and expanding. I don't know about that, but if super abilities existed, I'm sure it would turn out similar with corporate corruption. Yeah, something like that, right? I'm excited for the wasn't the boys wasn't isn't this like a remake of a really old TV show, or am I trolling? I thought I saw that somewhere. It's the last season. The last season of the boys is also the last season, right? No, it's not a remake. Hmm. The best superhero show. That's what I was talking about earlier, J Car. That I didn't know the name too. There will be another season. No, but the next season is the last one. That's what I meant. Or is there the next season and another season? Yeah, Peacemaker. I heard Peacemaker was good, but I heard that from Caleb, and Caleb is on like a DC trip right now. He just says all the DC things are super good, which is just not true. Um, but he also thought that the uh whatever the final Star Wars movie was good too for a while, and then he eventually came back down to earth. So Doctor Strange S tier. Yeah, I did put Doctor Strange in S tier. Yeah, I haven't seen Peacemaker, but I heard it was good. But Caleb was the one who told me it was good, and yeah, Caleb's on like some weird DC trip. I hate that movie so much. I hate all dude, actually, I hate most of the new Star Wars stuff, but what's it called was actually really good. Andor was really good, but it was just a really good show. It wasn't like a really good, which is what I want to see more of. Is just I want to see more really good written and produced and directed and whatever stuff in the Star Wars universe. I don't specifically want to see. Dude. I hope I never see Chewbacca ever again, bro. Please, I would love it if I could just never see Chewbacca ever again. But Andor was sick, bro. It was so good because it was just a good show in the Star Wars universe, which is all I want to see. I think the Star Wars universe is sick, and like stuff in that is just super cool. Mando was really good. Mando was okay. There was some. I had like the nostalgia stuff a little bit with the Obi-Wan show, but the Obi-Wan show overall was like pretty bad as well, to be honest. But Andor was like sick. Rogue One was also sick too, because Rogue One was like a good movie in the Star Wars universe. That's all I want. I think Star Wars is just cool. Lightsabers are cool. Jedi are cool. Blasters are cool. I hope I never see Chewbacca or freaking Boba Fett ever again, though. Please, never again. Please. Rogue One is low-key top 5. The best Star Wars media is number 1 is Andor, and number 2 is Rogue One by like a lot, I think. And then you go into like the original trilogy. Not by a lot, that actually. Then the original trilogy happens. The Chewbacca hate is crazy, bro. I don't mind Chewbacca. I hate the fan service. As soon as there's enough fan service in a Star Wars thing, you know it's gonna be a terrible show or movie or whatever. Thoughts on Clone Wars? I like the Clone Wars. The wrap up season or half season that they did was super good. They did a really good job with that. But yeah, best Star Wars media ever is Andor. Second is Rogue One. My opinion of Andor could change though, because they're doing another season, I'm pretty sure. And then from there, you probably go into the original trilogy in some order. And then I really liked episode 3. The good parts of episode 3 I feel like were really good, and the bad parts are really bad. But the good parts I think were really, really good. Like the lightsaber duel at the end is so good, man. We needed dude. There was no. It was just so sick. How could you like do that once? The lightsaber duel at the end of episode 3, and then just never repeat that with like the new trilogy. How could that not be repeated? Having like a lightsaber duel like that. It was just so good. Yeah, how could you not try? There was no meaningful lightsaber duel at all in the most recent trilogy at all. Like, how do you do that after ending with episode 3's lightsaber duel? They were so bad. The new trilogy's lightsaber duels were so bad. That's all I wanted too. I was like, okay, we're coming down to the last film here. What was it called? What was the last one called? Rise of Skywalker or something? I was like, we're coming down to the last film here. Okay, cool. And They gotta have a good lightsaber duel here, right? The Darth Maul lightsaber duel was good in episode 1. That one was sick as well. The one in episode 1 was also sick. Well, I don't think they choreograph anything anymore like they used to. Because I remember like you would always see clips from whoever Obi and Anakin's actors were, like doing, you know, choreographing the fights and stuff, and like practicing with their lightsabers and stuff. But I don't think they do that anymore. Like I watched a video of someone breaking down. Maybe we can find that video and play that. That'd actually be funny. Let me see if I can find this. What is the second one called? Or is it the... Oh. Let's see if I can find this video. This shit was funny. I don't know if I can be able to find it. But yeah, even like the lightsaber duels. What was the second one? The lightsaber duels in the second one was pretty good. Like yeah, like there was some bad, like I don't know, there were like in the prequel trilogy there was definitely some bad things. But I think there was like overall I think there was more good than bad. Like the prequel trilogy was better than the most recent trilogy for sure. And I don't know if it was better than the original trilogy in terms of overall just like movie quality. But the changes that it had for the advancements of like advancements of like technology was like pretty sick. Like the lightsaber duels, the just kind of just like battle scenes in general was super sick. The clones versus droid scenes were super sick. There was obviously some bad stuff, but Mandalorian started really cool. Yeah, that's how I feel about it as well, Mr. Mayor. Like, I don't think the Mandalorian's actually that good. I think it started off really cool, but then it got really fan servicey, and then I just like kind of was like, I watched it all because like I like finishing things when I start things, but I was definitely not a huge fan of where it went, to be honest. But yeah, the prequel trilogy was actually, I think it was like there was obviously some really bad stuff, but it was better than the newest trilogy by a lot. It was better than the newest trilogy by a lot. Mace Windu trilogy, bro's dead. What about like a pre Mace Windu trilogy? Mace Windu pre Jedi. How do you get on the council? What do you have to be to get on the Jedi Council? You have to be a Jedi Master? How do you get on the council? Lord of the Rings or Star Wars? I mean, Lord of the Rings is appreciate the 13 months there, Calamity. Lord of the Rings is super good. The original, some of the best movies ever made is the Lord of the Rings original trilogy. Dude, I've ran into way too many people in my life who have not seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It probably is the best. It is probably the best trilogy ever. Yeah, dude, and it's dude. They ruined it so much with, or they didn't ruin it, but the Hobbit trilogy was so bad. It was so long and drawn out. Everything sucked. Oh my gosh. The new show is like okay as well. It's not that good. I was hoping it would be a little bit higher quality. It's like okay so far. For anyone who's seen the show. The Hobbit should have been one movie. Yeah, The Hobbit was so bad, bro. How do you ruin that, bro? Like, dude, like put in the extra time and investment. Like you're coming off of you're making a movie in one of the greatest media, was it freaking greatest what do you call it, I don't even know what you call it, but you know what I'm saying. Lord of the Rings, it's the Lord of the Rings, bro. Like how are you gonna come out with The Hobbit after the original trilogy? Greatest lores of all time? Yeah, sure. Yeah, greatest lores. Yeah, how are you gonna come out with something like The Hobbit, bro, when the original trilogy is like, bro, come on, bro. It's so bad. The Hobbit was so bad. But yeah, the original trilogy is still one of the best best three movies ever, best trilogy of movies. It is definitely the best trilogy of movies ever. Franchises, yeah, franchises. Boom, thank you. The show too quickly for Amazon. Yeah, they did. I agree with you, Mike. That was my problem with it too. I felt that, especially for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. It's pretty good. Definitely worth watching. I'll try not to spoil anything as I'm talking about here. But yeah, the Lord of the Rings show that's now on Amazon. In the middle of it, it just like turned to 11 out of nowhere. Which yeah, I felt like they just kind of rushed things. They either needed to have like a faster pacing to begin with and kind of not have so much dead time in some areas and kind of spread things. Like the pacing of the show was definitely bad. So hopefully they fix that for. But I really like the characters and everything in it. So the show is pretty solid. I think the show is pretty solid. It's not a great show. It's not like a tier 1 show, but it's pretty solid. The pacing of it was definitely off though. The pacing of the Lord of the Rings show is definitely off. Do you watch anime at all? Yeah, I'm currently watching what was the I mean I watch like a lot of this, like the big blockbuster animes, is that what you'd call it? Like Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer. I've watched Full Metal Alchemist. I haven't watched Death Note yet. I've been watching Vinland Saga. Thoughts on Attack on Titan? Attack on Titan is one of my favorite shows forever. Mob Psycho, and I haven't seen Mob Psycho. Currently watching through Naruto. Like Naruto is my current backup show. Like when I run out of stuff to watch, I watch Naruto. Lord of the Rings show is the mid-ride shows. No, it's definitely like a solid show. The Lord of the Rings show is a solid show, especially if you enjoy Lord of the Rings. It'll increase its value to you. Like you'll enjoy it more because of that. So yeah, it's definitely an above. It's not a mid show for sure. Vinland Saga is so good. Yeah, I just started season 2, so I'm pretty far behind on that one. But Naruto has too many fillers. I watch them all though. I hate skipping. Like once I commit to watching something, I want to watch the whole thing. So I'm like in season 2 or 3 of Shippuden. Boruto mid AF. I probably won't watch Boruto. You need Arcane, dude. Arcane was such a. If anyone wants, that's just like a, yeah. If anyone is gonna walk away from this stream and hasn't seen some of these shows, yeah, go watch Arcane and Andor. If you haven't seen Arcane and Andor, go watch those. Top tier shows right there. Even if you don't play League of Legends, it doesn't matter. You should go watch Arcane. You don't need to play League of Legends to watch Arcane. Although and dude, the thing is with Arcane, in Arcane they did fan service so well. So like as someone who's like played a lot of League of Legends in my life, like there's scenes in Arcane that are definitely like are emphasized for the people who have played League of Legends before, which is like they did it so well though. Like it was super sick to see as someone who's played League of Legends, but also doesn't like ruin the show or like make you finally feel left out. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. You don't feel like you need to know something. They like Arcane is just an insanely good show. The animation of it and like the basically like music video type scenes were like super cool. Oh, I've seen One Punch Man. Yeah, I've watched One Punch Man. Never seen Hunter x Hunter. Never seen Code Geass, but that's one that I always see people recommend as Code. Or can you watch Arcane? Arcane is on Netflix. Dude, I didn't know super amazing anime about competition and racing slash story without like superpowers is. I don't think I would like any of those animes. Like apparently like, sports animes is like a big thing, and I don't think I would like any of those. Am I caught up on My Hero? I don't know if I am. I don't know where I'm at right now. I don't know if I'm fully caught up or not. Have you seen Spy Family? No, I've not seen Spy Family. Lorelai said it's good though. She's watched some of it. Like I don't think I could ever get into any like sports animes. But apparently those are like a pretty big like genre of like animes, like competitive sports animes. But I don't think it would be for me. I do not think it would be for me. I don't watch anime, but I read a lot of manga. Try Blue Lock. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks stimulating. Haiku is very popular. Is that the kind of anime that is? I also like Dragon Ball Super, but I wouldn't recommend it. I probably won't ever watch any of the Dragon Ball shows. I've debated recently maybe trying to start One Piece. You appreciate the gifted sub there, JCar. Over to Majestic AF Mike. Haikyuu is a volleyball anime. What are the isn't there like 3 genres of animes? What are the names of them? One Piece, Madman. I would make it, but if I started watching One Piece, it would be like my backup show, where it's like if I don't have anything else to watch, I would watch One Piece, where it's like I want to watch a show. Usually I like watch shows and stuff like when I'm winding down for the night, like before I go to bed, I'll watch like an episode or 2 of something. So if I had like nothing else to watch, then I would do that. But I'm watching a ton of shows right now. Like I'm watching Vinland Saga, Better Call Saul. Yeah, I think those are the top 2 right now. You have a My Anime List? No, what is a My Anime List? Is that just like where you like put the animes you've seen or like that you recommend? One Piece is a mission. It sounds like it, but everyone says it's like really, really good. So like, even if it's long, if it's that good, then I would definitely consider investing the time. If you start One Piece tonight, you'll finish it by at least 2030. What you watch and you can give them a rating. Interesting. Yeah, maybe check that out. One of my problems with anime stuff as well, though, is it's really hard to track trying to watch everything in like everything's just ordered so weird in anime. Have you seen Chainsaw Man? I have not seen Chainsaw Man. But one of the things I don't like about anime is like really hard to track like what not what you've seen, but like what comes out in what order and what else you need to watch in like a series, which is like annoying. I just want to like very easily be able to go like season 1, season 2, season 3. If there's a movie, this is where it fits in. Watch the movie, whatever. Like I was so confused, but like the Demon Slayer movie is literally just the show. Like I was like, wait, because I like went on my way to be like, oh, I was like, what do I want to watch? I was like, oh wait, there's a Demon Slayer movie, right? So I'll put that on. I was like, wait, this is literally just the show. I hate how it's like makes it complicated to sometimes figure out what the heck you're supposed to watch next in an anime. Demon Slayer? Nah, Demon Slayer's pretty good. Also like the that's weird that they made the movie arc a TV series too. Yeah, like so that's what they did. They went like series, movie, series, but then the other thing is literally just a series. Demon Slayer made infinite money off the movie. Yeah, but actually it would just be easier for me to like figure out what I should watch next in the series. What do I think about Harry Potter? That's okay. I mean, I like watch them all. I read all the books when I was younger. I've watched all the movies. But they're not really doing anything with Harry Potter anymore, right? As far as like new content, right? It was just like that video game that came out recently. They're not like making an. Oh, they did the Fantastic Beasts movies. I don't know if I've seen all of those. I've seen some of them, but they were like okay. HBO bought Harry Potter. Oh, really? Recently? Redoing all movies? What? Why would you redo all the movies? I mean, it could be sick. Did they really? Did HBO really buy Harry Potter? Oh, the new dude. The new Game of Thrones show is pretty good as well. It's a little bit hard to follow in the early episodes. It was pretty good. Cowboy Bebop? I have not seen Cowboy Bebop. They're doing each book as a season. Oh, they're gonna make it into a show. That'll be interesting. That could be good. HBO does good work, so like HBO does good work, so it could be cool. It's not HBO, it's Time Warner. Oh, it's not HBO? Alright, then it might not be as good. Whoever bought the show is gonna be on HBO though. Well, if HBO's involved, it's usually a pretty good outcome. Am I up to date on Demon Slayer? I don't think so. I only watch anime dubbed. So I don't think I'm up to date on Demon Slayer. So no, I haven't seen like the newest season. So I have to wait until it comes out dubbed. So it's called Max now. True, it is called Max. Look at the food Discord as well. I wasn't lying. And Wait, you weren't lying about what? Buffalo wing soda. Oh, what the heck? It's real? Wait, have you tried it though? Does it just taste like buffalo sauce? Demon Slayer dub started like 2 weeks ago. Okay, so I can like start watching it then. Can we do a good sized booster? What do you mean a booster pack tier list? Like artworks? Yeah, it's so bad. I mean, that seems bad. Buffalo sauce flavored soda does not seem good. Do I play Marvel Snap? No, I don't play. I've just played. They'll expand the show so it's more closely told to the book. I mean, the movies weren't that far off the books. Hazel, did you hear Pokemon Trading Card Game Live will be shutting down on July? I did see that, yeah. But unfortunately, it's not true. If it was true, that would be sick, though. Like set tier list, I guess, like what I'm saying, like black and white through. Oh, I guess like we could do them like based on competitive impact, how good they were for competitive impact. That's something we could do with the tier list for sets. I don't think every character in Attack on Titan. Uh oh. I mean the names. There's so many names to remember. Dude, what's his name? I have a statue of him behind me. What's his name? Not Captain Levi. Freaking. Like the commander. Not Levi. Not Levi. Wait, is it Levi? Oh, it is Levi. Yeah, Levi. I don't know why I thought it wasn't Levi. Yeah, my favorite character is Levi for sure. Irwin? For some reason, I thought it wasn't Levi. No, not Irwin. You see Inuyasha? No. Irwin S tier? Yeah, Irwin's pretty. I liked Irwin for sure. Yeah, my favorite character is Levi for sure. By far. What is Inuyasha? I feel like that's like a D's nuts joke. It's not look it up. All right. Chad, how long do you think I can avoid? How long do you think I can avoid loading up? When was the last time I opened up PTCG Live to stream PTCG Live? It's been a while, right? How much longer do you think I can avoid it? Like I'm gonna have to do it eventually. I'll have to load it up eventually. There's no way I can go on forever without loading it up, but we need some nitro racing instead. I mean, I'm not loading it up today. Definitely not. But like maybe tomorrow. I could be loading on PTCG Live as soon as tomorrow. The one thing I actually didn't talk about on stream at all, and we don't have to talk about it, is like Pokemon did make that statement about Rowan. I never talked about that on stream. Not that I need to talk about it on stream, but I never talked about it. We never talked about that. I guess I talked about it on the podcast. Where they put it's good that they made a statement. It's like a cool thing to see that they made a statement. But now we really need to see here's a VOD request to avoid PTCG Live. Alright, I'll keep it in the bank. Also. Yeah, it's good they made a statement. We just but it does make me think. We've seen the statement now. I feel like they've got to be making statements or if they're ever gonna ban someone, they're gonna make a statement about it now. I think moving forward, I don't see how they wouldn't like be making a statement. So we should expect statements. Yeah, for any bans moving forwards, we should be expecting statements. But that does have me a little bit worried that Chip might be right and they might not ban Eder, which just seems absurd. There's just like no way. There's no way they don't ban Eder. My theory for why they haven't actually banned Eder yet is because like they do need to take their time and do their due diligence and obviously do their own like investigation. But I think maybe the tournament wasn't reported until recently because it took forever for the Bogota points to be uploaded. I assume they had to wait like on the TO to submit their report of the incident, right? So because of that, maybe they're still waiting to like complete their investigation of everything and then go through with banning Eder. That's my guess. Is because like Bogota points took forever to be submitted, so it probably took the TOs forever to submit everything. But Bogota has been submitted now, so I assume that now that Bogota's been submitted, now Pokemon's gonna like complete their investigation, take into the account of the TO's report of the situation, and then from there they will. From there, they might make their conclusion on it. But when was Hartford? How long ago was Hartford Regionals? How many weeks ago was it? Actually, I can look that up on. The dates are on. Are the dates on Limitless? Actually, they are. How long ago was Hartford? It wasn't that long ago. So Hartford was. Ooh. Hartford was like 4 weeks before they made the post. Here's the post they made. So Hartford was 4 weeks before they made this post, or about. What was Hartford? And Bogota was a week before Hartford, but the points for the Bogota SPE, like I'm saying, the points for the Bogota SPE didn't get submitted until like last week or the week before last. So I'm hoping that there was the delay in the TO submitting the tournament report to get the points uploaded. Also came with a delay in them submitting their report for the tournament, which involved them DQing Eder, which has led to TPCI's delay in banning Eder. But dude, if Eder doesn't get banned, dude, like, do you think maybe they just go the Lucas Calza route and literally just be like, just never show up to a tournament again, which makes sense. Like Eder, there's no way Eder shows their face at a Pokemon tournament again, right? That would be crazy. Like, what if we just see Eder at Worlds? Like, what do you like? There's just no shot. They literally have there's no way you ever show up to a Pokemon tournament again. But he's been playing for a long time. He's been playing for like a super long time. Yeah, that's just like if he showed up, that would be so crazy. We forgot about Lucas. Yeah. He's been cheating for a long time. Well, yeah, I've heard there's been stuff about him in the past. He's been DQ'd from events before as well, I think, for some pretty suspicious stuff. How long was the longest ban in Pokemon? I mean, there's some current. There's no such thing as a permanent ban in Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. There's just indefinite bans. Zach Cooper still shows up. I mean, the Zach Cooper situation is like not even as bad as the Eder situation, to be honest. Like I do think that Zach Cooper has cheated and did cheat and to get caught cheating at NAIC, and probably should have received some kind of ban. I don't know how there's no kind of ban there, whether it's like an indefinite ban or a timed ban, whatever. It's a little bit wild. But like, yeah, that situation isn't as bad as Eder's, to be honest. What did the Eder guy do? They like stacked their deck on stream, like very blatantly. They very blatantly shuffle stacked their opponent's deck and stacked their own deck. You can watch the video on my YouTube channel if you want. Yeah, if you want to watch the video of Eder stacking, then go check out the YouTube channel. It's on my YouTube channel. Why are there so many cheaters? I mean, but there's not that many cheaters. Actually, that's not true. I actually really don't know how many cheaters there are. But, like, what is a lot to you? Do we put a percentage on it? Because, like, there's obviously cheaters out there who don't get caught. But I have cheaters who do get caught. It's, like, -1. It's less than 1%, right? So, I don't know. I guess what is a lot, you know? When it's on video, there's no dispute anymore? Yeah, exactly. He's cheating on stream or not? Well, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the situation for Eder is worse than Zach Cooper because of how many people know about it and who knows about it. Cheating is still cheating. I agree. Yes, cheating is still cheating. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, like, I don't understand how Eder ever shows his face at a Pokemon tournament again. Where it's like with Zach Cooper, it's like it's a little bit different. Like there's so much less people know about it, and there's like less publicity around it and all that stuff. I think it's less than 0.5% of people that cheat. Yeah, it probably is like super low. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people said like a lot in chat, but like, what is a lot to you? It's like, yeah, it's not even 1% of players cheat, right? So like, well, yeah, what is a lot? 2% is a lot. 2% would be a lot. I don't think it is 2%. I think it's like less than 1% for sure of players cheat. Unless you think 2 in every 100 people. Well, that's for 2%. I think 2 in every 100 people are cheating. A lot is relative. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm asking the question to someone who said that a lot. Like, what is a lot to them? Or what is a lot to you or anyone in chat? Like, I think 2% would be a lot. But I don't think there's that many cheaters in Pokemon. Cheating with malicious intent versus game players is very different. Well, yeah. We know that, Majestic. Well, I know that. Most of the people in chat know that because I brought that discussion up before. Maybe not everyone in chat understands that. A lot of cheaters means. We're all on the same page here. 2% equals 20 out of 1,000. That's a lot. Is it 2,000 though? Cheating implies it's malicious. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Cheating means people are like purposely knowingly purposely breaking the rules to gain an advantage. Like, if someone, no, we're all on the same page. I don't think anyone's arguing. We're not arguing this. No one's arguing this. But yeah, it's good. Pokemon made a statement with this thing. I think the result of it is also fine for the situation. And obviously they went out of their way to do further investigation besides what is like everything that's public. So there's that. It's good that they're making these statements. They just need to be consistent with them. I forget who I talked to this about, but like, would it ever make sense for them to make a statement? I guess it never makes sense. Like, they wouldn't make a statement on the Eder situation unless they banned him, right? It would never make sense for them to make a statement on it and be like, we don't think he cheated, right? So their silence would be a result of them thinking he didn't cheat, I guess, right? Which would be weird, because it would be weird to somehow come up with assuming that they didn't cheat. Really, question that came up on live: Does Temple make reversal energy not count as one energy? No, it should make it count as one energy. I have a question. Say you need a certain prize card to win the game, and you have 2 left, and you know the card needed is a gold card and is slightly more bent, so you know what card you need, and you have that knowledge before taking said card. Is that cheating? I mean, that's kind of weird. I would have to say yes. Yeah, I guess the card is technically marked, right? So then, but it's not marked on. But the thing is, the problem with that one though, Roche, is like it's not marked on purpose. It's not marked on purpose, right? And it's just something you maybe notice in the moment, right? Like, oh, I know the card is gold and I know it's in my prize cards. You look down at your prize cards and you're like, I can tell one of those is the gold card, but you didn't mark it on purpose. I would have to say yes, that probably is cheating. But then, like, what if... No, I guess that's not cheating, though, because that's, like, the clumsiness of your opponent. Like, the one thing I was thinking of that kind of, like, uses a counter argument to that, or, like, another discussion, I'd be like, what if your opponent drops a card while they're shuffling, you know what deck they're playing now, so then you open with Pokemon B instead of Pokemon A. But that just comes down to your opponent having to play better. Like, if your opponent tells you what deck you're playing before you guys start your round, you can also, like, play accordingly to that, right? Which is, like, not the same thing. I'm just trying to think of, like, if you have access to other information you generally shouldn't have access to, does that apply as well? But it's not quite the same thing, is it? No, not really. Because that's your opponent just being sloppy. That's on your opponent. What do you do? Call a judge? What would the judge do? I mean, it can't be proved, right? Unless you could, like, be like, well, if you can tell that... Well, in that situation, to be honest, if your opponent took a prize card out of order, and then you're like, hey, my opponent took a prize card out of order, call over judge and be like, they just took a prize card out of order, and the card that they need could be marked. Can you, like, check to make sure the card's not marked? And then if they could tell the card was, like, somehow marked, even just based on the rarity of it and that it was bent more, then I think you could they could definitely get a game loss or a match loss. Then the opponent could argue, it's like, I didn't mark the card on purpose, but I did know that I had a gold card prize and a non-gold card prize, and I need the gold card, and it wasn't in the order that I'm drawing my prize cards in order, but I did notice that it looked different than the other one, and it looked like it was probably more likely to be the gold card than not, so that's why I took that one. If you argued that back, I could see them maybe not getting banned, but you'd probably still get DQ'd. Because how would you ever argue your way out of that in a situation where it's like, okay, well, maybe we don't ban you because we believe you, but we still have to DQ you. Even if the initial marking of it wasn't intentional, it's just like you just realized you needed the gold card, and then when you went to go look at your last two remaining prize cards, you're like, well, one of them looks like it's a gold card and one of them looks like it's not a gold card, and, like, yeah, I don't know. If you have a card that in your deck that is bent or warped, just tell a judge and you can issue, you can get a proxy. But like I'm saying, it was just in the moment. No, you should definitely, whenever you have a card that is damaged to the point where it's marked, you should get a judge proxy. But it would just be like something that where it's like in the moment you realize that, and then you realize that you realize which one is the gold card. It wouldn't be like something that was like you were constantly playing through the whole tournament with a damaged card knowingly, or a card that could easily be picked out among your other cards, and then continue to play the tournament. That'd be different, because then that is like part of like proper tournament procedure and like etiquette and all that stuff is making sure your cards are in reasonable playing condition and then are not marked in any way. That's like part of like playing the game competitively. You're supposed to make sure your deck is in like a reasonable, what's it called, reasonable condition, like that you can't tell one card from another card. A card warped enough to see it through the sleeve wouldn't pass a deck check. But that's still not the point. Like, what if you didn't even get deck checked at that point? Like, the question is just like, if it happened in the moment, what would happen? Like, is that cheating? If Temple's in play, can you use Archeops to attach single strike energy to Lugia? Yes, you can. What if you cheat like May Valentine? Who's May Valentine? Do you have to replace staple cards during the season due to warping? Usually not. But like with something like Lost Box, I have had to replace my Greninja and a couple Comfies. Yeah. I have to replace a couple things in the Lost, because I played Lost Box so much. A couple of my Comfies got like damaged beyond playability. So I've had to replace a couple Comfies, and then my whole deck got replaced when I had it graded. Put perfume on her cards to tell what card she was drawing. Wait, what? Actually, is this a real? Wait, no, I've heard of this before. Is that real, or is that like a meme? A Yu-Gi-Oh main character? Oh wait, but she's from the actual Yu-Gi-Oh show. I've definitely heard of this before. Actually, you know what? I maybe even. She's actually from the Yu-Gi-Oh show. I remember. I must have either seen this or heard about it during the. You remember, guys, when when Yu-Gi-Oh was playing on Twitch? I had never watched Yu-Gi-Oh up to that point, but I watched a lot of it when it was playing on Twitch. I was like, I've heard of this before, but for some reason in my head I was like, this was like something that happened to someone at a real tournament. But no, this is from the show. I had never actually watched Yu-Gi-Oh until they were streaming it on Twitch, and then I didn't watch that much. I watched a decent amount of it though. And everything that all the memes that come from the Yu-Gi-Oh show are exactly what they are in Yu-Gi-Oh. Why are Yu-Gi-Oh events so big but the pricing is worse? A lot of people just play Yu-Gi-Oh. It just comes down to how many people play the game. A lot of people play Yu-Gi-Oh. The pricing, well, is the pricing that much worse though? Because they have like cards that are worth like thousands of dollars for like winning the tournament and stuff. So how much worse is the pricing? Yu-Gi-Oh almost feels like one of those things where it's like not stoppable. I don't know. They have a strict no cash pricing. Oh, they just definitely do no cash. Oh, it's just all cards, like promo cards. I've won 3 prize cards worth 5K a piece. Yeah, like the promos and stuff you get and the prize cards, those are worth a ton. I wish we had some of those for regionals in Pokemon. We only have them for ICs, but I wish we had some for regionals, like uh like champion cards, top 8, finalists, maybe top 4. Top 4 would be cool. Top 16, top 32. That'd be a cool way to enhance the day 2. You could even go down to top 128 to be honest. Like, okay, you didn't get like top 64 prize, but you still got a top 128 promo card from a regionals. Like that'd be like something cool to get. Probably not down to top 256, but top 128 would be cool. It'd give you like a reason to try and play out of being to like 256 in like bigger tournaments. Yeah. Top 64 promo card. Yeah, just put like a top 64 stamp on whatever the regional promo is or something. That'd be cool. Like that's like so easy to do too. Like that's like so simple and easy to do. I don't know why they don't already do that. Like every other card game does that, right? For any tournament of regional equivalents in Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic, don't they give like stamped promos? I don't know if they go all the way down to top. I don't think go all the way down to top 64, but like at least in like top 8 and stuff. Every other game has like some kind of promo card you get for like top 80 at the very least. Day 2 card or top 128 promo card. They could do like day 2, top 64, or like maybe they start them at top 32. I don't know. Something like that. Just something would be cool. Getting packs at Milwaukee felt so bad. For what? Top 64? I mean, you get the packs as well if you got top 64. You get the packs and the promo card. Get it all. Get all the things. I think it's possible we do see a price increase going into next season as well with Pokemon. I think it's definitely possible that we see a price increase. I don't know for sure, but I think we could see something. Hopefully we just like, I want to know about stuff ahead of time. It'd be nice if we don't get the regional schedule announced at Worlds and the first regional is 3 weeks after Worlds. I mean, the deck's gonna be worth 2 to 5K, so it's a lot different to win a bunch of product. Are you talking about in Yu-Gi-Oh? It just feels like a bummer when I don't play a lot of big events, do reasonably well, but really, I mean, that depends on what you put the label on of what is reasonably well. Like, it's all kind of like a day 2 finish. Yeah, but like day 2. I think it's maybe because day 2 is like newer to Pokemon, but the prestige of day 2ing, I'm sure, in like Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic is literally nothing. Like nobody cares about day 2 in an event in Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic. Like I personally don't care about day 2 in an event in Pokemon if that's the furthest I go. I think maybe it's because day 2ing in Pokemon is newer. People in Pokemon hold it to a higher prestige, but like, and it's fine to like consider that like an accomplishment for yourself, but like, I don't know if that much more should be expected from making day 2 or even like top 64. I don't know. Like, yeah, it maybe just because it's newer in Pokemon that we put like a higher but that should be fulfilled through like your own self accomplishment of making day 2 or top 64 like or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Regional should increase prize payout. Hartford took in 85K. They paid out. Well, I'm pretty sure the money is also they didn't even pay out 20K. I'm pretty sure Pokemon pays out the money. So like TPCI gives. So they didn't even pay out 20K. The 20K was from Pokemon. I'm pretty sure. So it wasn't even them. So they just got 85K, not even minus the 25. What's the prize payout for winning worlds? 25K. Which is still, I don't know. Like, it should be more. I don't know. I think like if everything was doubled in Pokemon, that'd be a good start. Like just double everything across the board. 20K. Maybe go up to 25K for ICs, 50K for Worlds, maybe 100K for Worlds, 25K for ICs, 10K for winning regionals. Everything else doubles, and then maybe you scale down to top 64 prize payout. And maybe you have like another tier for prize payout based on regional size or tournament size. Top 64 promo is asking a lot. No, I agree as well. I think that would just be like a cool thing to add to as well, like a top 64 promo, top 32 promo, and so on and so forth. I feel like there's too much bitching in the Pokemon community though, that people like make day 2, get top 128, and then they get nothing. When like, I don't just do better next time. Like, like if you can make it as stable to get top 128 at most regionals, if not every regional you go to, then like get top 32. Like I don't know. Like that's like you can't just have like everything handed to you. Like isn't like it's a Pokemon tournament. Like there's not that much to do at a Pokemon tournament besides playing the Pokemon tournament. So if you make day 2, you're playing that much more Pokemon. Everyone acts like it's like a job. Yeah, everyone acts like it's whack to me that the money rewards in Pokemon is so small when it's been around for so long. It definitely should be bigger. Like everyone acts like it's a job to show up and play day 2 of a Pokemon tournament and then walk away with nothing, getting 128. Like, I think it should be more, and maybe even deeper payout. Like I think maybe payout should go to top 64 at a certain size of regionals and ICs, and in general, I think it should be more. But people who are mad for not getting anything when they get 128, it's like, didn't you show up to play Pokemon in a Pokemon tournament? The answer is yes, obviously. And then it's like, then why are you acting like it's a chore or work to then show up and play the day 2 of the tournament? Which doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Well, if you don't like the game enough to do that, then don't play the game. Or get better and actually place in the top 64, top 32, top 16, top 8, and then actually walk away with some packs and money and trophies. And don't just be mad that your mediocre finish like didn't accrue to anything, right? Because like at the end of the day, the biggest thing that it should be for you is like improving as a player. If you're like a truly competitive person, the thing you worry about the most is like improving as a player. And if you want to make, if your goal is to try and make money doing it, well then you're in like the wrong game. Or yeah, I mean, trying to play card games full time is like not a very lucrative thing. So you should do it through the passion of competition, which means you should only be worried about really trying to get better. I don't know. I've never won any prize money at a major tournament like a regional, so I'm wondering how it works. Do you leave the event with a check that you can put into your bank? No. So basically, there's this prize payout system called e-wallet that Pokemon partners with, and you set up an account on there, and then that gives you your money. So they put money in your e-wallet account, and then you can set it up for automatic transfer to your bank account. And your e-wallet account is linked to your Pop ID or your your email to your pop account or something like that. I forget what it is. I set up mine like so many years ago. I don't even remember. After Jersey last, it took me 2 months to get paid. Yeah, they've been better about it recently, but sometimes it does take a while. But I think they'll be better about it moving forward, because so far all the other ones recently have been pretty fast. I don't like the idea of the top 128 get rewarded prizes should be redirected to best finishers at a tournament, which usually is the ones that are spending a lot of time doing research and training for it. I mean, top 128 is still X best finishers, right? But I see what you're saying. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I feel like too many people act like getting to day 2 is it. Like you've achieved it, and now you should be compensated for getting day 2. But like day 2 is like you should still have to work in day 2 to get rewarded. I feel like too many people in Pokemon feel like the work is getting from day 1 to day 2, and then that's it. The work's over, and then day 2 is kind of just like whatever, and that they want to be, they should get some kind of compensation for making it to day 2, not even doing well in day 2. But I feel like maybe it's because like day 2 in Pokemon is newer, but I think part of the work is playing through. That's still part of the work. You still have work to do. Like part of the work is still placing well in day 2. The tournament doesn't really start till day 2. That's one way you can think about it as well, for sure. Especially for like regionals and the bigger ICs, or I guess ICs in general now, they're all pretty big, except for OCIC. OCIC is interesting because there's like such a high concentration of good players. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about top 128 prizing. You should have to work for it, indeed, not get handed on a silver platter. I mean, top 128, like getting some packs for top 128 wouldn't be terrible, right? Like 16 packs for top 128, like who cares, right? I don't necessarily think cash compensation is needed, but like you said, something like a promo would be pretty easy to do. Yeah, like a day 2 promo would be cool to everyone who made day 2. I think if you make, they could even do something like if you make day 2, you get the same amount of points as the, like, so like even if you get 129, 130th, you get one top 128 points. I think that'd be fine as well. Like if you make day 2, you just get the same points as top 128. Or if there's people outside of top 256, same thing, right? And it's like fine. Doesn't have to be like, that's like fine as well. Yeah, I mean something simple like a day 2 promo could be cool. And that would kind of give like, I think that would give like the for a lot of players, it seems like that would kind of like solidify it for them. That would give them the symbol of okay, that's what you're trying to achieve, is you're trying to get these day 2 promos. You know, that's what gives you, that's like your accomplishment, right? So I think that would like accomplish that for a lot of players if day 2 promos existed. But and then like obviously they would scale up. Like you'd have day 2 promos, and then maybe it'd be like top 32, top 16, top 8, top 4. They don't need to go like top 64 and top 128. Obviously, to you, making top 8 day 2 is nothing because you play everything and have accomplished a lot. But for newer players, it's cool to finally make their first day 2. Yeah, I know, but if you're competitive, that should be the accomplishment. You shouldn't need anything else to signify it for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, day 2 is like, if day 2 didn't exist and everyone just played 6 more Swiss rounds, no one would think about as day 2 as accomplishing something, right? Because day 2 wouldn't exist. But you would need the exact same record to make top 8 still. So if they just got rid of day 2 and everyone played 15 rounds of a regional, no, there would be no day 2ing wouldn't be a thing that all of a sudden needs to have some kind of thing given, like asked for, right? So like it should be your own sense of accomplishment that drives you to feeling satisfied or wanting to improve and do better and so on and so forth. So that should be enough, is what I'm saying, for the most part. That's what I'm saying. It's fine for day 2 to be an accomplishment for people. Like for me, it's not, right? Which is fine as well. But it's fine for that to be someone's accomplishment. But it's just weird. It's just like it feels like the tournament ends for so many people when they make day 2. It's like, oh, I made day 2. That's it. I made day 2. Like the tournament shouldn't end there. You know? And a lot of people's like initial goals are to make day 2, and that's fine as well, but just having players play 15 rounds the way. No, but the reason you don't do that is because the tournament would just be so much longer, because you'd have a bunch of people at like 0-9 still playing the tournament, holding up the tournament, right? That's why you don't do that. You should definitely have day 2 to just like, all right, we're down to just like 200 players. The tournament runs so much smoother from here, right? Less players makes tournaments run fast. Like we went over this. That's why potting tournaments is good. Smaller tournaments are easier to run. That's why potting tournaments make sense, because it's easier to run 2 400-player tournaments theoretically than one 800-person tournament. So we shouldn't get rid of day 2. I'm just using that as an example. Yeah, I'm just using that as an example. Yeah, do not get rid of day 2, please. If you really wanna play more Pokemon, side events and stuff exist. It's all perspective based on your views and goals. Once you reach one goal, there's the next goal. Yeah. I just feel like a lot of players, it's weird. Like, I feel like a lot of players, their goal is basically to make day 2 and then go like 0-5, or they give up when they make day 2 and like, that I'm here, I don't care anymore. But maybe that's just kind of like how people, when I talk to people about that, that's just kind of how they phrase it, is that like they don't really care about anything else as long as they make day 2, but it's not like they're still not trying to win. But I'm a little bit more competitive than the average person as well, so that's why I've never viewed anything like that. So is there a Cape Town stream? Cape Town. Is that where the special event is? Oh, there might be actually. Oh, we could actually stream that if there is. I mean, it's not today, is it? Cape Town? Wait, no, never mind. Wait. Am I getting trolled right now? Oh, never mind. No, wait, there is a special event in Cape Town. Cape Town, South Africa. Oh, it's tomorrow. I think it's about experiencing the games in day 2, and then you realize that it is actually possible to make top 8. I think when players make their first day 2, they just assume everyone is just better than them. Yeah, I think so as well, for sure. I agree. That's probably the mindset a lot of players have. I just checked the time zones, maybe in a few hours, actually. So I've said this a couple times on stream. I don't think I will end up, I'm not going to go to any locals next season. So I think there's a very good chance that I don't end up in top 16 next season, which is fine. I don't really care. I think if I did go to locals, I would probably be able to do that pretty reasonably. But I really hope I'm able to get to top 16 next season without going to any locals or special events. Is the amount of players who like complain about locals and special events counting for the top 16 race is so high, when all they need to do is apply themselves better at tournaments and they would be fine. I just want to do it so bad. I really want to make a tweet at the end of next season and being like, easy top 16, zero local, 0 SPs. I've never been to a special event besides Origins, and I've been top 16 every single year. Yeah, I went to 0 locals this year, made top 16. I've never been to a special event before, and I've been top 16 every single year. Are special events regional level points? They are, yes. I'll still play next season. Actually, you know what, to be honest, Halsall, if I did top 4 worlds to get the free invite, I would maybe only go to special events. Or not special events. ICs. No, I think Alex has passed me because of locals. Dude. Yeah, special events are effectively regionals. Yeah, I'm not going to. I really hope I get there though. What's my points? A lot. Almost 1,400, I think. Top 4 give a travel award now too. Tweeted the TA email, but I didn't think it did. You get it. No, everyone gets a travel award going to Worlds. If you're in the day 2, if you get a day 2 invite, you get a travel award. I didn't get that. Was James the only one to get that? Who got that email though? I didn't get that email. That email that James got, I didn't get that email. They said something about doing it in batches though, so maybe they only sent it to no, he's in Europe though, right? Top 4 is day 1. Oh, you're talking about for Worlds. My bad. If I subtract 520. Wait, why am I losing 520? Mentioned they're not going to go to League, but bro, you know how many people say you'd make if you... Oh, people's dates? I mean, maybe, but like... He's Australian now? He's from Australia, I think, but he hasn't been to it. Oh, wait, you're talking about for cups and challenges, my bad. That's 520 points. Oh, yeah, if you give everyone else 500... Well, it would be less than that because they already have some cups and challenges. Yeah, James is from Australia, but moved to EU. Yeah, top 4 is day 1. Yeah, top 4... If you get top 4 at Worlds, you get a day 1 invite. I mean, I might have to win like 2 ICs next season to do it, but I'm going to try and do it. I can tell you that much. I'm definitely going to try and do it. Because it would just make such a good tweet. The content would be insane. I just want to make that tweet. That I went to 0 special events and 0 locals, and I still ended up with a day 2 invite. It would be tough, though. It would be really, really tough. It would be really, really tough. If you always got a stipend too, getting the stipend is almost impossible. I think getting the stipend would, well, no, getting a stipend would not be impossible. Getting like a travel award would be like really, really hard. Like, getting the travel award would really be really, really hard with everyone playing locals all the time. But that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'd much rather stream over my weekends than go to cups and challenges. Stream, make YouTube videos, stuff like that. Definitely more enjoyable. People have to acknowledge top 16 is pay to win specifically for them. That's what I'm saying, Mello. Like but that's what I'm saying. I don't think I do that much special, right? Like, I think a lot of these players that are pretty solid, that are contending for top 16 or are in top 16, who are like complaining about the special events or are going to these special events. It's part of the system. You know, go ahead. What's my favorite candy? So candy's like not chocolate, right? Like candy is stuff like the nerd. I forget who I saw tweet about it. The nerd gummy clusters are pretty good though. Those things kind of slap. If they just apply themselves more, like, I don't know, bro. There's so much room. The ceiling in Pokemon is really, really high. Yeah, no chocolate. The nerd gummy cluster. What is the candy that I've had most recently? I had some peanut M&Ms today. Pretty good. But that's not candy. Although, aren't M&Ms candy? M&Ms are candy though, right? If M&Ms are candy, it's peanut butter M&Ms. They have a candy shell. They count as candy. Listening to Caleb's VOD of you in his top 4 match made me realize how much I need to grow, and that means the rest of y'all. Yeah, the ceiling in Pokemon is very, very high. Yeah, the ceiling in Pokemon is super, super high. I don't think a lot of people understand how high the ceiling is, especially like a lot of the players who are even like more towards the top end of players and like who are competing for these day 2 spots and stuff. Like, I don't even think a lot of them understand how high the ceiling is and how much more if they just applied themselves. Maybe not more, because maybe they don't have the time to apply themselves more, but more correctly and more optimize their time they can put into the game, how much better they could. I actually think, maybe it's not. I think like testing groups is a big part of that. I don't really know how other people function outside of my own testing group, though, to be honest. I don't know what other people's testing groups look like. I mean, one thing that I think that has always driven my testing groups really well, though, is the idea of playing the exact same 60 cards. I mean, we literally had... We were a pretty good group of players, though. But like back in the DDG days where we won like, I don't know, it was like 13 major events in a row or something ridiculous. Like, I think a big part of it was us, for the most part, all playing the same 60. We didn't always play it, but we were pretty close. Yeah, I think for like consistent success, I think a testing group can be a pretty big deal for that. But yeah. It's just not like the end of the world if you don't have a testing group to work with. Like, you can still get quite a bit done and get quite a lot done. If you just like, you know, test with your friends or whoever you like room with for the tournament and don't have like a dedicated testing group, there's still like, there's such a high ceiling in Pokemon that is not being abused, not being utilized or maximized by like pretty much anyone. So like, there's like so much room to just like, there's so much room for people to like push for like outperforming people in so many different ways, like through your play, your deck testing, your tech testing, all about that. Is your skilling trash game, dude? That's why you keep throwing, Ryan. I think even as a good player that's just coming into this game from another, it's hard to find a good testing group. It definitely is. It's hard to find people who have the means to travel to a decent amount of events, because that's like a big driver as well, right? If you're not going to any major events anytime soon, like you're not too worried about the current meta, the current format, you're not grinding. So you got to find people who are like going to a decent amount of tournaments, and then you also have to have a lot of. And I think the big thing that people put a little bit too much weight on when trying to come up with a testing group is how good are the players. But you really just need people of the same mindset, and then you'll all grow as players together, and then become better, and then can keep going from there. But just finding people who have the same mindset, not necessarily are at the same skill level of you right now, is not the most important thing. Like being of equal skill level right now is not that important, or isn't as important as I think as a lot of people think. And it's just finding people who are trying to grow and improve as much as they possibly can is like the main thing. Your favorite testing partner quit over COVID? What the heck, man? No one actually truly quits Pokemon, so you just have to hold out. You have to hold out. You have to just not quit Mellow, and they'll be back before you quit. Or as long as you hold out, you'll be in a good spot. My favorite testing partner is Mellow, and he busy. Playing Pokemon since a child, so you just played a lot of the video game, or I'm in a retirement home for Wash players. You're not gonna make a comeback, Mello? Were you even close to your invite this year at all, Mello, or not? I'm gonna find out Mello has his invite the whole time. All right, I'm not close. I don't know. I know you'd been to a couple of regionals. Nah, you're right. Well, that's why I was assuming you hadn't, but like, I don't know for sure. You're not doing NAIC, I assume, right? So you don't have like the Hail Mary. Throw for Mello, bro. We need a lot of people to throw for Mello to get him all the way there. First, someone has to throw him a red slot probably, and then and then we'd have to go from there. Oh, you are doing NAIC? It's your Worlds this year? Well, I mean, all right, if you get top, well, you have your invite with the top 4 probably, right? Would you go? If you end up with your invite, would you be able to go? Or would it be too much last minute? Would you try and make it work? Where would you suggest a player who has played competitive games in the past to finding information for Pokemon? What do you mean? What kind of oh yeah, Limitless. Just go to Limitless. Limitless and Limitless. Was it limitlesstcg.com? That's it. All the information's there. And then if you need things to do, check out the tournament site. Yeah, limitlesstcg.com. Good catch, Shaq. I don't know. I was like, what do you mean? What are you looking for? I can afford to go last minute. Whether my wife lets me is it? That's what I'm asking. Is like, can you? Yeah. Sure, isn't my passport expired this month? So even if I got my Rose invite, need top 8, I couldn't go. Yeah, you gotta make sure you get your passport in line. Also, you sometimes can't travel if your passport is like about to expire, right? Not that it would expire in the time frame, but if it's like a month away from expiring, you can't travel to some countries, I think. Didn't Pokemon release another video on their YouTube about how to play the TCG? Did they really? Were you talking about the how you play videos? We're talking about something else. How do you play? Hashtag PokemonTCG. Oh my god, that's so loud. I didn't see this. Oh, this didn't work really well on this one. Hold up. Yeah, my bad on that. Fuck, where did my freaking dude? Wait, how did I just open PTCGO? You can open PTCGO still? Dude, what? Okay. Alright, I did it, chat. North America International Championships 2023 event experience. Wait, hold on, we can do this instead. I plan on playing live anytime soon? Nope. Oh, it's still loud. I turned it down too. Yo, it's Chip. That's my favorite commentator. Oh, wait, I'm probably gonna be in this video. Dude, this is a terrible hype video, bro. This is just annoying. The music is so annoying. What the heck? Nothing about this is hype. Oh, geez, they didn't even put me in there. What the fuck? I think that board state was me against Bradner at the beginning, but... Oh, I hate this. This is so annoying. Is it sped up? Oh, shoot, maybe. No, it's normal. That was like, I was like, oh, shoot, that has to be it. Because I was playing the last YouTube video I think I watched. Well, no, I didn't have it played back. Or sped up. Watch your heroes compete. Dude, this is so annoying, bro. What the heck? That was insanely annoying. It didn't like bring any hype. It wasn't. The music was too annoying for there to be hype. They could have made it hype. There's nothing hype about that. Chip really is the most knowledgeable announcer for gameplay. So Puka doesn't exist. Yeah, Puka doesn't play. Like, I'm pretty sure Puka's commentating in the last regional that he commentated wasn't like, it was like fine because Puka's a pretty good commentator, but he doesn't play the game. Like, I'm sure if Puka like kept up with the meta more, it'd be fine. But yeah, like as far as like, well, the statement there was what, gameplay knowledge. Yeah, but Chip is probably the most knowledgeable gameplay knowledge wise. But Chip even played in a couple of regionals this year. Like if I had to guess the ones that are most probably knowledgeable about the meta, it's like Chip, Hegster, Wancho. Is that how you say that? Does he say his name? Wancho? Maybe my guess. And Kyle. Did you do a podcast with that guy? No shot. You've been on a stream on a win-in this year too? True. Joe. Oh yeah, Joe from OmniPoke as well. I was just thinking about North American casters, but yeah, Joe's definitely up there as far as knowledge of the game goes. So then it would probably be like Chip Hakes. I would assume Chip Hakeser and Joe are like all tied for like metagame knowledge. I'd say they're probably tied for metagame knowledge shenanigans. I don't actually listen to anyone casting, so Table Modest casting. I say, yeah, it's sick that Pablo they picked up. It's sick that they actually picked up Pablo again. I heard he was really good at LAIC. Of course I don't listen to the casters ever, so I don't have an opinion. I know there's like a lot of people out there with a lot of opinions on the casters. And my general takeaway from what I see other people say as far as the casters goes is that I think the casters probably need to try harder at improving. I think it's okay if some of the casters right now aren't great, but if they're trying to improve, that's the important part. But I do think if some of the casters aren't that good but aren't trying to improve, then it's time for someone up top to be like, goodbye. We're going to go ahead and get someone in here who's actually going to make an effort to, you know, be better, right? That's all it's about. If you're going to make an effort to be better at casting, then you're fine. Even if you're not the best right now, if you make an effort, it's all cool. It's all chill. But if you're not going to make an effort, then move on. Like there's plenty of people. There's plenty of people in the Pokemon TCG space. There's plenty of people in the Pokemon TCG space who would love to have the chance to like commentate Pokemon TCG and would actually put in the extra effort to like, you know, be better or more knowledgeable about whatever they need to do, right? So as long as you're actually improving and trying to improve, then that's all that really matters. And remember Anna Prosser? I mean, Anna Prosser was like an esports. Anna Prosser didn't work for Pokemon. Anna Prosser worked for I don't think she worked for anyone individually. She's big into like being an esports like desk host and stuff like that. So yeah, Anna Prosser was probably not the best choice of someone to bring to like the Pokemon space. But she wasn't a caster. She was just like a whatever. Yeah, Anna Prosser was probably not the best choice for them to use as someone to do like interviews and stuff back in the day. But back then they didn't really have anyone to work with, and they probably tried to go like a little bit too professional of a route with that, because she does like hosting stuff for like esports stuff. But have they ever reached out to you for casting? No. I have. Anna Prosser was great for StarCraft. Like yeah. She was great doing the StarCraft stuff, but she had like some knowledge of StarCraft as well back then, so. I have reached out and put my name out there for letting them know that I'm interested in potentially casting. But to be honest, I don't think I would push for it anymore. So if they reach out to me at some point and ask me to, if they reach out to me and ask me to cast, I would consider it, but I'm not going to try and reach out again. I'm definitely just interested in competing right now. Also, with how much I shit talk PTCG live, they might not have any interest in like they might not have too much interest in having me casting. I don't know. I can only be so controversial before it'll probably bite me, right? With potential opportunities, but like it's so hard not to say something. I haven't been as aggressive recently, but I've been putting out some memes on Twitter. The memes I've been putting out have been really good though. So like the meme I had today, shout out to Doom for the PTCG Live notice template. Shout out to Doom for the template. Yeah, I've been less aggressive recently because I'm just kind of like there's nothing else to say or do. I feel like at this point there's nothing else to say or do. Like it's just kind of exhausting. But I got some good memes recently for sure. Definitely had some good memes recently. Bro, you literally boycotting the game? I mean, I'm not boycotting something that's broken. I'm just not playing something that's broken. Why would I play something that's broken? I mean, that's not boycotting. It's just like if it's not worth the effort and it's not enjoyable to play the game, why would I play the game? Boycotting is when you, I don't know, it's not, but I wouldn't say I'm boycotting. I guess like what I'm doing could be considered boycotting, but I don't consider what I'm doing boycotting. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to force them to change something. I'm just not doing it because it doesn't sound very enjoyable to do. We should be boycotting, to be honest. Now that would be something we could discuss. Should we be boycotting? Maybe we should, to be honest, because the trade-off of not boycotting PTCG Live isn't a big plus anyways, because you're just playing a really buggy, unintuitive, unenjoyable game to begin with. Maybe we should just be boycotting PTCG Live this whole time. I'm just gonna go I'll go hang out with Mahone and we'll just like play on stream all day instead. Mahone rants about PTCG Live way more than Azul, but maybe that's one reason I have been ranting about it less, is because I haven't been playing it. So I haven't had to like, it hasn't frustrated me to the point. Like, remember that time where I like bugged 3 of 5 games in a row or something with the Palkia deck? I made that short about it though. It was good content. It was good content though. I could come home from school and play PTCGO ladder. Exactly, dude. Dude, I wish we had PTCGO. As bad as PTCGO was. Ugh. What about Boolubuck webcam challenges? Maybe. I mean, I got the camera set up to do it. So, I don't know. We could do something like that, maybe. It's a lot to set up. But, it's not that much to set up, to be honest. But I have to make like multiple IRL decks. Usually I have 0 built, so... But Lele keeps getting, yeah, like that kind of stuff sucks too, right? Appreciate the 4 months there, Booflin. You have a lot of people trying to do cool stuff for the community, like the Team Shuffle Squad, late night tournaments, or just Robin's tournament site in general. Like none of that can be utilized to its full extent right now because, yeah, yeah, none of it can be used to the fullest extent right now. Man, it's at a point where you can't even play the whole decks in the meta. I can deal with mirror glitches, but the current state is unacceptable. It's just, it is. I mean, I think they have like one last. The thing is that like any point they could just hire like, I mean, yeah, literally like, at any point they could just hire like 20 new devs, and then all of a sudden things could be cruising, right? So. And I don't know, maybe they're going through that kind of transition right now of like finding more new people who fit the description of what they need. Maybe that is happening, right? So, because yeah, at any point they could just hire like 20 new devs and everything could be fine all of a sudden, right? That's possible. And they did say they're shutting down PTCGO kind of ahead of schedule, it sounded like, because obviously PTCG Live is in a great spot to put those resources that they were paying Direwolf basically to then be able to have PTCG Live and put those resources towards PTCG Live. But I hope Dan TDM's project works out. If it ever worked out too well, though, I'm sure Pokemon would shut it down, though. So, I don't know. Dude, what is this emote you guys keep using? What is just? Is it a Santa emoji typing on a computer? Oh, just chatting. It always amazes me how media companies like Pokemon or Blizzard release the most dog shit games without having. Well, what is Blizzard release as dog shit though? They also didn't ban Temple, which is causing similar glitches. I mean, I guess you can't ban everything because then you'd may as well just shut down the game at that point. But it seems like they really don't want to do that. Overwatch 2, true. Overwatch 2 was definitely dog shit. Warcraft 3 Reforged, was it bad? It looked kind of cool. I didn't ever play it though. What glitches are behind Temple? I'm not sure what they are, but they definitely exist. You appreciate the 37 months there, Guaps. It was horrible. Unlucky. I used to play a lot of Warcraft 3. That game definitely slapped. I was never good. I like playing random 4v4s. That was fun. Random 4v4s on Warcraft 3 was sick. That was super fun. Me and my brothers would try and random up into the same game. So we'd like queue at the same time and try and get into the same game. When I play an NBA 2 game, dude, I hate sports games. I cannot play sports games. I absolutely despise sports games. As I say, they don't want to shut down the game to maintain integrity. Wait, did they actually say that? Did they say that somewhere? Wait. We understand that this decision will disappoint those who utilize these cards, but it's necessary to step to uphold. Well, they're saying that not allowing the cards to be used isn't a necessary step to uphold the integrity of the game. What? What? Dude, I hate sports games. Oh, yeah, integrity is so people don't exploit them. Yeah, that makes sense. If you had to be a pro in any other TCG, what would it be and why? Magic, just because it's the most established. Warcraft 3 removed ladders, clans, and had less servers than original Warcraft 3. Ladders? What do you mean ladders? Like the 4v4 random ladder? It was just 1v1 ladder only? L take, bro, reported for... L take? Sports games tier list? They'd be all in F, bro. What was on right now? It's the Pokemon community forums. Community website, whatever it's called. They implemented it, but it took them 2 years after release. Oh, really? A ladder system? You mean a ranked system? What do you mean by a ladder system? I think Magic is the only TCG you can make a living on just playing the game. Well, I don't even know. Can you even do that anymore? Because they got rid of the Pro Tour. You can't even make a living just playing Pokemon competitively, right? Like without making content or articles or anything like that. You can't even do that anymore. Pokemon should just copy Magic in so many ways. I agree. They definitely should. Pokemon should definitely copy Magic in so many ways. And they do. They are the Pro Tours, but buff their majors a ton. But does that make it up? Does that make someone where they can just be only? I mean, some people obviously could only be a competitor, but I think it's a lot harder without the Pro Tour, right? Yeah, they got rid of the Pro Tour like 2 years ago now, like post COVID, or even towards the end of COVID. I don't know. Do you make enough to make a living off of Pokemon content? Yeah, I do YouTube, Twitch, coaching, competing, full-time Pokemon. The Pro Tour is back. Marketing is terrible. Oh, the Pro Tour is back? Oh, okay, okay. Interesting. But like in the same way that it was before, where you like could achieve a certain status to like basically get stipends to all the tournaments and stuff like that. Tinglu won an online tourney, so it's a good deck. I mean, I don't think Tinglu's terrible. It's just probably not a good deck. If you're bad at your jobs, I mean, you get fired. What is the issue then? Because it's probably not the devs, Blazing. It's probably the amount of devs could be part of it, and then it's probably what the devs are being told to do or work on and stuff like that. It's probably not the devs. Um, You got 2.5K for showing up to the Pro Tour if you were in the Hall of Fame. Wait, really? That's sick. I don't know if we need that level for Hall of Fame in the Pokemon, but there should be a Hall of Fame in Pokemon, and there definitely should be some slight form of compensation for showing up. A stream with a horror game like Alien or PTGL would be cool. Hall of Fame and auto. No, there shouldn't be an auto invite to Worlds, but some kind of Hall of Fame in Pokemon would be cool. Who would be in the Hall of Fame if they... I just don't know who's retired, like, in... And would you have to be, like, truly... would you have to be retired to be in the Hall of Fame? So it'd be Jason, but, like, who else would make the Hall of Fame? Like, you'd obviously put people like Ross in the Hall of Fame, but would you put them in the Hall of Fame right now or after they retire? But, like, how do you know when people are fully retired? Pokemon's not something like a professional sport where, like, you retire, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to... You're gonna be able to do, like, retired... Jason, Puka, yeah, probably Sammy. Ross, Tord. Hall of Fame and Magic was just hitting a threshold and being impactful. Didn't have to be people who stopped playing. Interesting. People sleeping on Jay Hornung. Yeah, Jay Hornung maybe. Tom Dozel would be interesting as a potential player as well. I don't know. Like he would like what he just like what he did was so unique. I don't know. Like someone like Tom Dozel being in the Hall of Fame would be interesting. Yeah, I guess you probably couldn't. It wouldn't be based on like being retired for sure. Yeah, they should do like a Pokemon Hall of Fame. That'd be cool. I don't know who else they would throw in there, but what other European players would be in there? Would there be any? Pedro maybe? Stefan. Yeah. I just like adding like 1 to 2 people per season would be ideal. Yeah, something like that. That'd be cool. Sammy, yeah, we already said Sammy, Tord, Pedro, Stefan. That might be it for Europe, to be honest. Well, I don't know any like old head Europe names, so I don't know any old like European names. So there's probably someone else out there in Europe. Europeans, Keck W. All right, chat. I think it's gonna do it for me. I think I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna get out of here. I will probably not be streaming tomorrow. I might, but I probably will not be streaming tomorrow. But I will be streaming on Sunday for sure. So probably no stream tomorrow. Not guaranteed. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Doom before I head off here. So have a good one, chat. See you on Sunday. Maybe tomorrow. No guarantee. Check out the YouTube channel if you want more content from me, as always. And then go check out Quality Patch as well. Make really cool Pokemon merch over there. Have a good one, chat. I'll catch y'all on Sunday. Peace.